ネーションフォーカスミーに所属している、レイターです。イニシエーターを担当しています。デトネーションフォーカスミーという、昔から e スポーツで活躍しているチームに所属できて、そのチームで活躍させていただいて、とても光栄な気持ちです。割と自分が前に出てキルをしたりすることよりかは、味方のサポートをすることが多いです。前フはエフが強くて、エフってちょっとパッションなところがあって、すごいパッションで押していく人です。ハンセムは、冷静で、いつも静かなんですけど、なんか試合の状況だったりを見るのがうまくて、サポールだったりをうまくしてくれます。ソルダムは、なんか混戦状態の戦いが強くて、クリップ映えする、シーンが多いので、よくチーム内で YouTuber と呼ばれてます。サジェストはエイムが強くて、いつも試合をキャリーしてくれて、なんか日本ではバスの運転手と言われてます。
저는 데토네이션 포커스에서 듀얼리스트를 맡고 있는 서울담이라고 합니다. 옛날부터 제가 영상 올리듯이 이제 궁극기로 연수를 좀 많이 창출할 수 있고, 그리고 Z밖에 할 수 없는 약간 날아다니는 플레이?
DFM は、まだメンバーが集まって間もないチームなんですが、みんな個人技も高いのでダークホース的な立ち位置になりうるチームなんだとは思います。
빠르게 이겨가지고 집으로 보내도록 하겠습니다.
Welcome back to the desk, everyone. Golden, we're here alongside Mimi as well as Achilleos. It was a little bit about Detonation Focus Me, who are currently down 0-1 in the series after that Haven loss. And I have to say, after seeing the way Giants control that one, I believe Mission Tom said it was 9 rounds won in a row for Giants Gaming. They certainly are looking like Giants out there in the field.
Yeah, I'm not, you can't get away with, you can't. Anyways, moving on from bad puns, we got to focus.
You can't get rid of me. You can't just go to a Tarek Invitational.
Yeah, so it was a really good game out of Giants. 13-4 in the end there with a fantastic streak in that second half. I think that for DFM, it got to a point where they just kind of ran out of steam. And for Giants, they were always staying one step ahead in the calling. I think Ryan did a really good job of staying on top of things, and they did solid at the fundamentals, which is kind of what we expected out of the squad.
Yeah, they ran out of steam and they ran it down mid, just constantly assaulting sites without much to escort their way in and not clicking angles and dying in every twist and turn. It was a bit brutal to watch that second half.
Let's go, guys.
Yeah, we didn't really see the impact from Soldam that we were hoping for. He never really hit that stride.
Giants next level खेलेगा मैंने सुना एक्चुअली मैं देखा नहीं मैं खेल रहा था मेरा OT
Yeah, it was a tough one here, and I mean, consistently
map
as we got deeper into this game,
मैं
it felt
सोच रहा था
like
DFM जीत जाएगा
DFM in particular, they were just kind of throwing themselves against a
DFM
brick wall in some of those retakes. It's like, instead of waiting to try and use our utility together and get those like breach Sova combos to work out, which we saw really effective from Giants, they were instead kind of going for these fast plays, hoping to find a timing, but they were never able to catch that. Giants was always prepared and not leaving those opportunities open.
Yeah, always ready, you know, with that, with those timings and those, and shutting it down. And you have to give a little bit of credit, though, at least to Zenfree, right? Because there were a few times where we were seeing, you know, these beautiful shots come through, and we're like, this is exactly what we would want to see out of him, right? We need someone to like kind of step up, make the flashy play, or just step up and get the job done. Zenfree was doing that a few times for the team, so it's not all doom and gloom for them if they can continue that going into the box.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough, though. Coming off of the back of a loss like that, when it is your map pick, is always very challenging. You got those first 4 rounds in the first half, and then you can't get anything else when you're on the defending side. It's a really tough ask now to see if they're going to get back into this one. They said that, you know, they feel like they can be a dark horse in this tournament, unless they can really dig deep, run it back on Icebox, take it to Pearl, close it out there. Feels like it's going to be Giants, who we've already mentioned could be a dark horse in this tournament. They're showing it right now. They're looking very, very clean. Cloud in particular, a phenomenal performance from him, top ranking for the squad, racking up even more ACS in the second half than he had in the first one. It was just dominant.
Yeah. If there's one thing, they're going to have to shut down players like that and not allow them to be able to get, run all over them the way that it was there on Haven. And actually, I did mention Zenfree before because as a part of our Verizon high-speed moment of the match, actually, we're going to be giving it to Zenfree because he had a few incredible shots, Mimi.
Yeah, this was kind of the one round for DFM that was looking really good, or one of the few in that first half. If there is going to be a player to step up for DFM, I really do look to Zenfree. If you remember back to last year when Northaction was trying to make their run at Copenhagen, it was this guy who was doing so much for the team, translating back and forth between Japanese and Korean, fragging as an individual, calling for the team. He is a guy who can do it all, and I'd say that going into the rest of the series, if we have any hope, the pressure is with him.
Yeah, well, before Map 2, though, let's actually do a little shoulder creeping, shall we? And check out with our buddy Rhyme for the Aim Lab shoot-around and just really take a moment here to continue to gush about Giants, honestly, because they have looked outstanding. I can't see how they don't continue that going into Icebox, Achilleos, because Giants look like a team with a mission.
Yeah, this would be such a cataclysmic turnaround, honestly, for Detonation at this point, because it doesn't even seem like they're necessarily getting out-aimed at twists and turns here. It's just the decision-making and the fundamentals are not coming together for them right now. So unless they can have a complete 180 to get themselves back into this, then I just don't see it, because Giants right now, they're firing on all cylinders, and stopping them right now, it feels nigh impossible.
Yeah, the big question as well going into map number 1 is how is Rhyme going to perform as an IGL? Is he going to be able to keep this talent kind of molded into a form that can be really solid? And I think he showed that he was able to do so there. Obviously not the most insane individual performance, but you don't always need to see that from an IGL. He kept the team in the right form, and he enabled players like Cloud to have those pop-ups. Well,
if you're Detonation focused me, you're looking to make some changes going in to map 2, and actually with changes comes substitutions, because
something we rarely get.
Yeah, something we rarely get. So I'm pretty excited to share this. So actually Soldam's going to be coming out, and Taka J is going to be coming in for the team here. And Achilleos, what does this say to you? I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole here. Obviously, it's the beginning of the season, but I'm sure Taka J is very happy to be taking that stage right now and try and dig this team out of the hole.
Yeah, for sure. I think that really, to me, what this comes down to is Soldam didn't have the big star-studded impact that we were hoping to see from him. We didn't get those highlight plays that could go up on his YouTube channel or whatever. But Taka J is somebody who has a lot more recent competitive experience. He has been on stages a lot more recently, as far as like actual competitive matches rather than the show match series that we did have over in Japan right around Christmas. So I think that this is just saying, okay, you know what? Let's get some more veterancy on the team right now. We have to get out of this position. We tried Soldam. Let's go back to Taka J now and see if that added experience slotted in helps them close this out and take it to a third map.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they can do more with this man in the server. But this map that we're heading to next, Icebox, I don't know if I'm that hopeful for the side of DFM. I think Icebox is a map that, well, it's kind of simple on paper. You're oftentimes playing the same comps. It is very easy to leave gaps and make mistakes that will exploit a less experienced team. And I think we saw some of that on Haven. If they can tighten things up and maybe had a little bit more practice on Icebox, hey, there could be a chance, but I'm pretty doubtful right now.
There were some moments, though, where we were seeing as we get ready for our Prime Gaming Agent Select, which will be popping up here in a moment. There we go. There were moments in those rounds that DFM were winning. You were seeing the setups. You were seeing some of the confidence, but then you fast forward to the final round. Where were the lineups? Where were the setups? Where was the confidence? So I think that's something to keep in mind. DFM's going to have to check themselves.
I was saying, I think that as well, something you could do is throw a curveball at them, send something that they don't necessarily anticipate to be going up against on Icebox. And Zenfree shifting over to the Rays definitely fits the bill for that.
No Sage Icebox. No Sage Icebox. It's a 2-0. I think that it's really incredibly hard to play this map without a Sage, and if you are, you have to be so coordinated. I didn't see that from DFM yet. Maybe there's a chance, who knows?
Hey, anything is possible here in Sao Paulo, but it's all ready for map number 2, so let's go ahead and send it back to your beautiful casters. It's Mitch and Tomathan.
Wow.
Well, Jonathan, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. You know, we came in and I honestly said coming into this event, I'm going to be much more positive. You know, I'm sick of saying, you know, this team's gone, they're out, down, out, game's over, all that sort of stuff. Worked with the Super Bowl last night, didn't work for GB. He didn't know how to predict anything. But I'll tell you what, when it comes down to this game, I'm going to go back to my old habits. They're screwed. They're playing as Sageless Icebox. Are you crazy?
Yeah, there's a lot of things about this. Like old Takagi, when we used to like see him play, was a Reyna main. He switched to controller in some of his previous teams. I don't think that went particularly well. You've subbed out your sort of potential superstar, who normally on this map you do like to see something like a Jet. It's not coming in. They got a Raze instead, which can work wonderfully. As Mimi said, if you have that sort of coordination, they've got a lot of plant now. They could use shock darts, they could use fragments, they could use the nade.
If there's anyone to take out, I would suggest maybe KO.
Yeah.
Slide them out. Could even swap Zenfree if you wanted. I'll take no duels though. But look, they must have ideas. They must have plans behind it. My fear is that Giants are going to be able to deny most plans, most retakes, and already most aggression. Suggest taken down immediately, and an attempted re-aggression out at Takagi has spotted 2 players waiting. They're not going to continue to aggress, and at this point, with no overreaction, with only 2 players spotted there, you know they're playing a default. So they've just been neutered in the early round. There is nothing that DFM can do other than essentially wait or try another risk.
This is what Giants did on the attack side of Haven as well. They were just patient. They knew that, especially with a comp like this, they had to make some sort of aggressive play. Hoodie is already going to decimate their Viper as well, and it is going horribly. 2 players stand, nobody on the A side. All of the utility that was set up there is now completely useless.
Oh, the Sage Wall looks kind of useful, actually. We might see more of that in this tournament. A little orb taken by Cloud. Oof. You lose the pistol as well coming into this. I mean, look, if you're DFM, you want to be picking up rounds here. Your attack's going to be pretty tough. You're going to be looking at an A site quite a bit, I'd imagine. Maybe they got some mid-split ideas. You never know. It could be something to catch them off guard. I'm excited for it, but also very, very cautious with giving any hope to it.
Yeah, they need someone to make a mistake, and that's not really something other than a whiff or 2. Giants haven't made many, if any, mistakes. Nice shot at least onto Hoodie, but again, they've got players to spare. Maybe not too many more. It's all left onto Zenfree though, and he's going to find another. Somehow this has become competitive, but the time is ticking away. He's managed to
NT.
But he doesn't quite land the shots. There was a real chance there for them to take that in the 2v4, but unfortunately, it hasn't come to fruition.
It's going to haunt him tonight in his dreams. Hopefully as he looks forward to his next game and not back at this while checking in for his flight. I mean, this has been a rough start. A couple early aggression plays denied. The mid play was perfect for Giants. They get control, they get this site. And that little moment of hope. I thought they were back in, but no.
The thing is, they do have a lot of utility, either for plant denial or for retake. So that's why you're probably going to see aggression for them on one side of the map. Try and take a bit of a challenge. Orb already collected early on from Raider, so just trying to get that Hunter's Fury closer to online. Again though, Giants, I think they've realized that, especially in terms of site anchorage, they don't have a massive amount, especially not in this round, because you're not going to see Anthem invest everything into this one. So ultimately, they can just be patient and almost try and feel out the stack, or wait for someone to fight them.
We'll be a little bit more keen to make those plays with the Sheriffs.
Whoa,
instead of what we saw before, you know, rocking in with some shorties and stuff like that, where you will just sit back.
Shot!
Okay. Raider again and again surprises me in these fights. I keep counting him out, and he keeps delivering.
Yeah, this is one of the better spots, especially with rifles being purchased on that side. That's already going to be one hitting the deck, so this round in general has been a relative success already for DFM, but there's actually a chance to take this one away. A couple of players still ready and waiting. The dart is probably going to get them the information that they need. Never mind, it hasn't connected onto anyone. A freebie kill, a spam through the box, and Takagi's wondering where he's actually being shot from, hearing the plant going down, and now, well, things return to normality. 2 remaining. How much more damage can they do?
There's still some opportunities for sure with those Sheriffs.
You like that Sheriff?
The Ion?
No, the other one.
Oh, was it a Minima? I didn't see it.
It was.
Yeah. See, I can guess that right away. Oh, it's nasty being tucked up on the wall, but they're checking it. Shot landed, but no kill, and well, look, weaponry disadvantage, and you're up against Nukia. That's the end of that story. 2-0. look, again, just a normal enough start to the game. Giants win pistol, they win the follow-up, they get a couple weapons through. All well and good.
It's like in
You see
D&D.
DFM right here. What's the plan? What's the idea?
Yeah. The thing that scares me a bit as well is in the last map, you had Nukia playing a very supportive role. He was setting up stuns, and he still did pretty well on the fragging front. Now on Sage, he can actually do quite a bit more individually. And I think that's already terrifying, because if you haven't watched EMEA, you haven't seen him over the last few years, he was one of the best players we had in the entire region. The team didn't do as well as they should have done, but he is always fantastic. So being a little bit more free, that's not a good sign.
So it said there a second ago, we saw Zemfree and Takage, first Japanese players to play on 2 different teams, but I think Rada might also have that accolade, that same accolade.
यार मेरे को थे DFM का तीसरा मैच स्पेसिफिक रीजन की भाई तीसरी 2 एक पहली टीम में बाहर
I think both of those were the LAN events, right? Remember they played up against Crazy Raccoons, they beat them, and then they lost 0-3 right after, got eliminated, which, you know, not great. But as we say, it's always harder to beat that team the second time, Tom.
In the same tournament.
I'm just saying, footballists and 100 Thieves, we already know what's going down. 2-0.
I agree.
There we go. That's all that needs to be said. We're on our way in towards the B side. And, you know, we theorized maybe DFM won't be pushing this side a lot. Giants have got the opportunity to, with that Sage wall, got their Viper wall as well, get them a little bit closer. But they're going to be spotted by the turret. And it's a very passive play out of DFM. And I imagine they've got a lot of utility. I see a Nano Swarm there, but I imagine they have a little bit more in mind to deny them when they move to the side.
Fatinho already trying to take a bit of space. He's going to clear yellow. Again, there's so much utility available to just try and delay and deny. Stop them being able to utilize that Sage wall to full effect. Although it hasn't been broken just yet. They've only got 18 seconds to try and get this plant down. They're wary of Snowman Peak, but there's actually nobody there. They haven't got an angle to stop this. So with all that util, with everything put in to try and delay, the plant goes down anyway.
Yellow wall लेके यहाँ पे अगर मैं plant करूँ, मेरा अगर 5 shot में like पैसा है.
Control, but they don't. They played it calm, cool, collected, held the angle, and now, same thing from Fatino. He dashed into a slow warp earlier on to try and catch him off guard. This time, holding yellow late, but they're watching it, they're checking it, and Hoodie needs to go huge with the Sheriff. He's got 2, even more damage. This is unreal. Nukin then comes up from behind and rips this round out of their hands. DFM denied any access to this half.
The funny thing there as well is the whole goal from Hoodie is, okay, let's buy time for the flank. I'm buying time for the flank. I've killed everyone. I've killed everyone. They're all dead.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I didn't need to buy time. Like, Nuke's like, guys, I made, oh, cool. Okay, party's over. We'll move on to the next round.
Wiki Wild, I believe is what Jaden said. Unreal. 3 kills coming in the end, and he started it out just a Sheriff in hand, being double peaked as well. You can't make it up.
I'll always remember, even on like all the old Finnish teams he played on, he was always nasty with the weak weapons. His Marshal's filth. I don't know if we'll see it anytime soon with him playing a Killjoy, but it is nasty.
Hell, if you're hitting Sheriff shots like that, save the extra 100 credits. Why not? 1:30 on the clock, and the Sheriffs come out for DFM. Again, these are the rounds where you expect a bit more aggression, try to catch some players off guard, but a very passive default from Giants. They're watching every avenue. Exactly. And they're just waiting for DFM to make that mistake, step forward so they can rip their heads off and take the map control back.
They're hearing the footsteps. Oh, he knows. He read it perfectly.
Timing.
Just spots the player. Zimfree waiting above as well, just trying to get something and get out. He's pulled a rotation from Suggest to try and bolster up this position at least a little bit.
He's made the call. He's seen them. 4 players outside. Knife confirms it. Stack up now strong. The nade slowed them. It allowed the rotation to come into play. Viper wall, I think, is... No, it's up, actually. I thought it was refreshing. So this was a little bit more of a panic then from the DFM side. They didn't expect them to slow down quite that much. With the wall down, they waited patiently. They paid their time. Takage at least gives them some hope. But now that hope remains on Anthem's shoulders, and with a res in from Nukia, it's a 1v3.
Oh, that was there from the beginning of the round. That's so cursed. A piece of utility that never quite got destroyed gives the info over. He might have had a free kill, but instead he's up against a firing squad. Again, a little bit of damage done, but when you look at the economy currently being built up by Giants, they're not going to care one bit.
Hey, that first game we talk about being on land, the crowd, and I gotta say, man, it's first day, the crowd looking decent, but they are much, much louder for the numbers than I expect. I mean, it is unreal. And it's only gonna get better as we go on. But right here, that presents a problem for DFM. They're dealing with that, the crowd against them after they won. Giants had a roar from them, a big celebration. They were down there owning it. in the interview and, you know, in the stadium. And this puts DFM now in a position where you have all that mounting against you, and every round that slips out of your grasp is one closer to the airport.
Very aggressive. He hasn't managed to capitalize, but he at least gets out of there. Has Suggest to support. The thing is, these set plays, these early pushes, so far, have found absolutely nothing. We're going into round number 5, and that's really the basis of this composition. Okay, you do have a Viper Killjoy to slow, but you normally have that Sage in there. You can wall off sections, you can hold for retakes. A lot of the time, they can't really do that, or at least with their attempts they
लेकिन मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा है DFM पुश कर क्यों रही है लाइक डबल नो डुएलिस्ट गेम है तो अगर यहाँ पे they don't get rounds
we're still seeing the early attempts at the aggression, but reset
in
into
defense
it time
तो
and
दिक्कत
time
हो गई
again.
अटैक
Now
में
we had an interesting play before. Giants put a slow orb yellow
won't
and
happen
dashed
like
into it. I think taking the eye of the player off that corner, you're not
कि
expecting them to
भाई
come rushing in if they slow
9-3
orb,
से
they're probably
निकाल
going
लोगे
straight to sight.
because
Or in your
हर
spawn,
बार it
something a
won't be
little bit
possible to
wild
do
and
it
wacky. Instead, they just dash in and then try to catch them off guard. I don't know that we'll see it again, but it wasn't spotted. There's the slow orb going out. They wait a second, they let it bloom, let the player look elsewhere, and here's the dash. They tried to get on top yellow, did make it. Patino doesn't get the kill though. The punish is huge.
ठीक है
And this time,
ठीक है
Jules, they're going the
ठीक
way
है
of
ठीक है
DFM. They managed to set up nicely with a multitude of players on this side of the map.
थोड़ी
The
पागल हो
opener
रखा है
was
अभी
there. The setup was really nice. Like the tag coming through, giving that extra little bit of information. But here for Hoodie, not really value other than taking weapons away. Financially, it's not going to change anything, but he's already got his ult. He's not fighting for those orbs. Doesn't want to give them over onto the other side. And, well, basically, he doesn't want to just swing out towards yellow in a 1 versus 4.
What a round for DFM. And again, we see some of those ideas going up top, yellow, trying to punish the player below, but the blast packs, funnily enough for Zemfree, is able to move around, a little bit more fluidity to it. Player on site able to provide that support as well, and you know, you're up there, you're in the open. It's not the easiest place to play from, but Suggest still did a good job to close that out, still deliver a little bit more in the late round. There's the viewing party over in Tokyo. The clap's going out for the first round on Icebox. Many more needed here for DFM if we're going to see this Pacific side make it all the way.
Yeah, they've got a long road back, but it's not an impossible one. I think as well, like, they're only going to have troubles when it comes to that attacking side. Without having that sort of set play, they're going to need much deeper control. And this time, they're going for that alongside a Viper's Pit. Vandal within it definitely has its risks. I know Mitch won't be happy about that.
Yeah, it's not always the best of calls, but there's its advantages to it if you are going to be stuck watching those ranged angles. And sometimes it is just the weapon that you've got with you. It's not worth throwing away.
The thing is, this works with the setups they're going for. They've been gamble stacking most rounds, having 3 players on one side, mid-controlled by Anthem, and then just a solo player. That's happened in most, and then they pull rotations. This time, though, with the Viper's Pit, it forces a push in the other direction. Anthem as well, that's not only a kill, but it's also the spike dropped. So extra information garnered. The turret is going to let them know that they've crossed as well, but they are likely to get in and get that plant.
The patience of Rhyme right now. He's waited here this whole time, and now sitting on just the opposite side of the box. It's a matter of timing when he decides to go in and where, both pushing different lanes now. He's trying to find him and root him out. The spray's coming in, they've distracted him, they're starting to get towards the site on the attacking side, so of course Takagi wants to try and help his teammates. Rhyme though needs to find that space. Takagi's just walking around, deleting his teammates, and Ralph on HP, stuck inside, and indeed, everything started to add up in the end. They knew exactly where that Rhyme play was coming from. And a second is going to be found, okay. Slowly but surely.
That's the thing, similarly to the last map, it seemed when they had some ults online, a lot of their sort of ideas worked more effectively. Like the 3-man stack, the Viper's Pit to delay, they had a wonderful sort of contact setup in mid. I think forcing them into Anthem is going to be a great sort of setup, because not only does he get the opener, but then the second they cross over, all the information, and he forces them into awkward spots with his utility. So a really nice round for DFM. Is it one that's recreatable? Not really until they get that Viper's Pit back.
And a big pick, taking your Sage out early in a lot of rounds. You're losing the wall. I think this was the one aspect that Giants had going for them in the way they pushed and the round that was in it. The wall wasn't going to be as useful as it would be in a normal round. But that said, they lost it anyways. Patino, he's caught one player here. If he expects another player to be here,
It's just waiting. That's the thing, though.
Golf clap for that. Well done.
It's the same. It's the three-man pushes. They saw it in the pistol round. They saw it a couple of rounds ago as well. So they are now just expecting these aggressive plays. Rater, he did this before. He tried to fight around the lockdown. And again, it seems like Giants are just learning as they go, picking up the tendencies of opponent they won't have seen much of. But they are adapting. And this round, well, it's back to almost the norm we saw before, attempting an aggressive play, that aggressive play not working, and Giants having the round on lock.
And this is a solid round for that attack.
Short.
These still just sat on the utility belt, farming up the whole time. Rhyme 2 away now from the pit as well. With DFM going down 5-2, this attack side is picking up a number of rounds already. I would say if DFM managed to close this half out with every round from here on out, 7-5, it's still going to be a pretty tough game for them when they swap over. And again, we have to keep highlighting, they're not playing a Sage. So this attack side, I mean, again, they must have ideas. But right away, all I can say is it's going to be tougher than it usually is.
Yeah, you're going to have to not only clear a lot of angles, especially towards that B side that will allow spams. That's going to be a big problem because normally the wall at least gives you a few seconds to try and plant. But that's the thing, they brought this comp in, they've gone for something a bit riskier. We've talked about teams basically keeping within the norm this event because of the fact that firstly they want to work on fundamentals, but secondly they feel like they needed to do something a little bit more aggressive here. And look for it, I want to see it because they did something normal last map and they got banged out anyway.
Yeah, well, look, I guess it's one way to look at it. I'll say that. Another way, a way to look at this round, I suppose, is that you're probably going to see it going to Giants.
Hello,
Super
bro.
passive play.
Hello.
DFM don't get aggressive. They don't take the map control.
Sorry for reading the chat
late,
late, but
well. I mean,
hello.
players on that side of the map, still utility covering mid at least. But a lot of this
I
relies on
just
them
tried
finding that
कि
opening
लोगों
pick.
पे
Something
करने
we've
लेकिन फिर
highlighted
वो feel
again
नहीं
and
आ
again.
रहा था
It's
तो
not
I
been a
switched
strength
to
of theirs in this
YouTube
series.
after taking
And
some
Giants'
permissions.
patience has worked out time and time again. You can see them slowly taking the map control. They've been spotted, moving up in towards
I just
Kitchen.
want to know.
Actually working out well for DFM with a lot of presence on this side of the map.
That's a good shot as well from Rater. There is that advantage taken. The rest of the team now looking to try and pressure in.
Okay, one
they're
way
not
off डाला तो
any of that
जरूर.
Viper utility anymore. Definitely going to make things that little bit more difficult. In fact, it looks like Vitinho wants to try and almost take this into his own hands. He's going to go straight towards Snowman. Rater traded on, eliminated, obliterated, and now the spike looking to go down.
यार वो सेज नहीं खिलाने का लफड़ा है सच में सेज नहीं खिलाने का लफड़ा है
and a Hunter's Fury crucially online for this attacking side with DFM attempting to use a lockdown. You know that's going to be called in right away. Hunter's Fury fired out and not catching it. Not catching players, not doing a whole lot, and as they try to leave, they're all being picked off.
F हो गया round F हो गया
to get in a spot to even deny this in the first place. Nuke, he has managed to get a couple, but he expects
round F हो गया
they will stick it all the way through. A nice attempt
round F
to
हो
get
गया
back
कोई
in
बात
on the
नहीं
side.
वो actually lockdown नहीं टूटा और lockdown नहीं टूटने का
When
जैसे F हो
DFM
गया
have ults, their plans seem to work wonderfully, and the thing I really like about that, there is one tiny gap that is left by that lockdown, so just swings and is spraying it the second he comes around the corner. That was the only danger.
That's the thing, you know, if Zemfree still has his nade, you're popping it in. I mean, there's a ton of utility here that you can play on the back of that Anthem, even having 3 nano swarms in some rounds for that position, you'd imagine. So, altogether, well handled. It came close. One bullet through the smoke would have taken down Takage on the defuse, but the reality is, Giants had a lot of utility to fire back at, or back with as well.
Yeah.
Like, this is a round where DFM used ults, but it's not even as simple as that because there were counter ults to come through, because there was so much utility and the time on their side with that in mind. So, altogether, that's a stellar round to bounce you back in.
मेरे को खाली जानने का तीसरा मैच
Make
कौन
sure
सा
they
है
take full advantage of this opportunity. Remember, their credits aren't terribly healthy on the Pacific side.
Okay, आज का सीन क्या था पहला ये हो गया अभी का Minecraft का मैच
We need every round.
But that's the thing as well. This is a sort of round that you really can't allow.
FPX और Minecraft भी है
and a res. So even if they lose someone in on the entry, you're going to be able to get that player back and sit within an ultimate that gives you huge benefits. So with nothing on the other side that can really do anything about that.
Search karna.
Unfortunately, I'm expecting it to be another round where they have to get aggressive, and that's been the sort of brink. Like the retake they had in the prior round was fantastic. We saw them also utilize the lockdown. That worked out for them. A Viper's Pit, where they were able to gamble on that, that worked for them as well. But when they've tried to sort of retake without those aspects or without certain control, they failed miserably and were slaughtered. So I want to see what the plan is in this round, and if they can finally get one of these sort of aggressive set plays to work.
It's almost like we've been hurt before, you know? It's
Yeah.
a close start to the game. We saw it last time, and Giants ran away with it. Half two, there's a serious possibility for that to happen as well. DFM got to have their heads screwed on the entire time, and this has caught them off guard over on Haven. The straight blitzes. This time they're playing retake, and they have a ton of utility. Problem is, you mentioned you don't want to play retake against these ultis.
No, I think they wanted to fight this more, but unfortunately with Zimfree being tagged instantly, it becomes difficult. He's actually gone within the pit. He's going to try and catch someone. He was hoping maybe the Rhyme shows his face a little bit too early. There's 1 or 2 corners to be checked. They know roughly where the gaps are going to be. He's making a play through. The spam is good, but it's an instant trade. The pit goes down at least and turns it into a 3v2, but still the advantage since with Giants.
Yeah, with no spike planted though, they've got to at least expose themselves to get that done. A chance for DFM to close the gap, move towards the site, find the angle. Concealed behind the wall here. This could be everything for Hoodie. The timing as it drops, and he'll catch the kill. A little bit more needed. It's only Takage in a 1 versus 2. He doesn't know who the players are. Well, now he does. Found out the hard way with 6 on the board for Giants. They're guaranteed to be at least neck and neck.
मैत्री आया तो 4:30-5 बजेंगे फिर अपन 2 गेम खेलेंगे फिर अपन चले जाएंगे
A ton of advantages stacking up for them now, and no doubt Detonation focused me in the back of their minds. They know every single round they lose is a step towards elimination, and they're only a few steps away.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. They're not even going to come in with much for this round. They had the ability to buy on a couple of players, but they just don't have the finances on the rest to risk it. And again, normally you might have an ult or 2 that will sort of pad the gaps, but they don't. There's nothing online, so it leaves them in a bit of an awkward spot. Rez as well versus an eco, it's a great tool to have, and I'll be real, I'm not surprised that didn't work again. It's the same firing squad as we had in the pistol round.
Same
and the same patience from Giants that I've been
enjoying
so far.
दिन अच्छा गया. Like
really is
5 to 6 hours सालों में बिताया. सोया बिल्कुल नहीं. कल 6:30 बजे सोया हूँ morning में.
It's just style on, and we're better. And I wouldn't be able to argue.
You would get a slap around the back of the head.
10 बजे उठ गया.
You absolutely would.
उसके बाद से सोया नहीं.
But you'd have to
Can we
call the
play
timeout.
बाकी अच्छा गया दिन.
The thing is, you know,
But I am feeling bad for DFM right now. I want DFM to win यहाँ पे.
The coaches are quite
I
far
don't know
out.
why
That's
Kayo
quite a
is
sprint
the
in this
only
one.
person जो hold करता है. हर बार ताकेश जो push करके मर जाता है. Every time से जो अपनी न्यूकाय है, न्यूकाय हमेशा hold कर रही है.
Also, Milan can reach you from 45 miles away.
That is true.
Whoa.
Sometimes is key. This time, I'd suggest you shoot a little bit earlier.
Oh no. Oh dear. That could have gone better.
It could have. Yeah, I can see a few ways.
Yeah. Well, not expecting much in this round with the weaponry in play. Taking a moment to get that spike down, but I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Raider, he's been good with the Sheriff, and hey, I think that was actually a collapse through someone's shoulder to get that kill, but it doesn't really matter in the grand scale of things. Again,
mass media and journalism का second year चल रहा है मेरा.
on the board as they look to run away with this once again. And we're going to get the operator back
But
onto
homeschooling
Zimfree.
type
The issue is,
like
though,
मेरा college
and it really is as
is
simple as
no
this.
attendance on the
Every
college,
time he's
so I
tried
can
to play
stay
an
at
aggressive
home and
setup
work.
on A,
Like
they've
वैसा
just
वाला
thrown him
इसके
or
लिए
like
YouTube full time
darted
भी
him
कर
out of
सकता
there,
हूँ.
and then he's had no impact. So I kind of want to see him go somewhere else. He's not.
Nope. Yep, I saw him towards
मैं
spawn.
वही
I
कर
thought
रहा हूँ.
maybe.
इसके लिए
maybe we're
YouTube full
gonna-
time कर रहा हूँ.
Right back to the A site, but if at first succeed, just try again.
अब रहता 50 HP
This time
पहले
with
ही
a
हो
few more
गया.
teammates to back
Like
up. But look
seriously.
at how much damage has been done. There's like a sliver of health left
Or
on
suggest
Suggest.
3 HP.
Raid has gone running to drone from the spawn, and they're closing in on Suggest the entire time. The man's isolated, didn't stand a chance in that fight. Good attempt by Anthem, but he's shut down immediately. And any inch that they're able to find on the DFM side is immediately returned by a trade. That's a good nade, though.
It's going to move the position for the spike planted elsewhere. The swing from Takage, there was no
Fair
one
enough,
else
yeah.
really taking a fight, and Zimfree, the first man in, looking like he'll be the last one out. At least the operators finally managed to get a kill, but They've got the res, finally able to use it. Carv's going to connect the shot. It's the same problem. Just the utility from Giants forcing them back at the beginning of the round is just too good. They're not allowing them to swing off the back of the slows being placed in as well. It just looks very easy for them to go, oh, you're aggressive. Goodbye.
You know, I gotta give huge props to Pips and Milan, because in all honesty, I look at this roster, this is the last kind of play style that I'm expecting to see out of them. Like, they're so, rather, I don't think it's wrong to assume that they would come in and try to play like this. I just assume that a minute 10 into the round, someone's getting itchy and peeking. It's what happens with a lot of teams in the MEA historically. But they're so patient, they're so diligent. A 1 versus 5, he gets a kill and they go, let's res. Let's res it, or 1v4 it was, he gets a kill, res it up. They're just playing safe. And how team motivated.
That I understand. What are you trying to say?
You get the kill, you're like, okay, maybe there's a shot. Res, and it's done.
What are you trying to say? I understand कि वो जो push कर रहा है.
Actually, maybe down the middle,
That's for the early pick. But when every round new guy is holding only spawn, तो B push जब कर रहा है,
they're aware of that.
same angle पे ही मार रहा है. New guy is every time hitting him on the same angle. ताकि हमेशा वहीं पे मर रहा है जहाँ पे new guy पहले से बैठा होता है.
The other thing as well is with a lockdown, he would almost have to fall back and play out. And again,
Problem वही तो है.
It's not going to get anything this time. But they know there's someone aggressive. In fact, the Hunter's Fury is going to try and force them out completely, but it gets nothing this time.
Last round, right? Sometimes you just throw those in, and he knew there was a player close. I can see the idea, I can see the plan. Great kill. Rhyme down, wall out of play. That was on B, though. The intention is the A site, but they know that on DFM. 4 players here. Flash. Oh, it's a beautiful flash. He might be able to get so much damage, but the lockdown's still up. They need to push forward. They've got to deny it. 1 second, and there it is. That means we have just seen the Viper's pit go down for no reason. Takage completely cancelled out of the round. They still need to get that spike planted, and but he's on runabouts. Oh, pick up the spike!
No, it's not going well for Patino. He's going to be able to get it. It's done. It's done.
Round mila.
I'm sure they were forced out of position, but there was no way he could capitalize. I think
भाई साहब ये यहाँ fun हो गया था यार ये तो.
That was exactly it. That was exactly
it. wasn't the case. Still, an 8-4 half for Giants, a very good position to find themselves in. And while we're going to send this one back off to the desk to try and, again, at this scoreline, tell us if there's any hope. Thank you for watching it with me.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. You know, I would have been actually a little hopeful if it was 9-3. I don't know why I would have felt a little bit better going into that, weirdly enough.
Screwed them completely.
Just ruined it completely. But don't trust me for predictions, because I was off the Super Bowl yesterday.
Anyway,
I mean,
I was on point.
I don't know.
It really feels like DFM.
मेरे को अभी लास्ट मैच देखना मेरा मैंने क्या किया है और मेरी टीम ने क्या किया है 14 me being a Viper 5 first bloods है breach के 5 first bloods है.
It really is, but again, I think the biggest issue that we're seeing right now is that all of the just standard protocols from TFM
these irons are in our lobby
right now.
It
seems like every single time they go into a round, they don't really have a solid game plan. They don't really know what they want to do. And then when they do figure out what they want to do, this guy screws it all up for him. Nukia has been playing absolutely phenomenally on this stage. He's gone full battle stage mode on the attack.
होल्ड कर रहा था तो जो होल्ड कर रहा है वो नेक्स्ट राउंड सोच सकता है कि वो पुश नहीं करेगा इस बार क्यों करता है ये तुम्हारा प्ले थॉट प्रोसेस सब अलग होता है ना. हाँ एक्चुअली वो अलग ही रहता है मतलब बीइंग रैंक्ड वाला थॉट प्रोसेस और टूर्नामेंट का थॉट प्रोसेस इज वेरी वेरी डिफरेंट. मैंने कई बार देखा है कि हम जो चीज करते हैं लाइक वो एक्सपेक्टेड चीजें होती है टूर्नामेंट में अनएक्सपेक्टेड चीजें एक बार म्यूट करते हैं लाइक वैसा होता है कि जो रैंक्ड में चीजें हम करते हैं काफ़ी ज़्यादा एक्सपेक्टेड हो जाती है और ये काफ़ी ज़्यादा अनएक्सपेक्टेड चीज़ें करते हैं जो कि एक्सपेक्टेड हो सकती है. बीइंग आउट स्पॉन पे बहुत कम बैठेंगे लाइक टू बी ऑनेस्ट. रैंक में स्पॉन पे एक बंदा होल्ड करने वाला काफ़ी कम होगा लाइक वो रेगुलर नहीं होगा. लेकिन यहाँ पे यू कैन गेट द प्लेयर्स ऑन द स्पॉन होल्ड करने के लिए. तो वो एक प्रॉब्लम जैसे मुझसे ट्विच पे बैक जाने का एक तो सीन है ना. कोई बात नहीं चलेगा. यूजुअली नहीं करते हैं एक जगह वैसे पुश तो एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करते हैं. हाँ वही एक्चुअली वैसा ही है कि एक जगह पुश नहीं होता तो एक्सपेक्टेशंस थोड़ी सी वैसी रहती है कि भाई चेंज ऑफ प्ले एवरी राउंड में होगा, लेकिन कभी कभी क्या होता है कि वो चेंज ऑफ प्ले थोड़ा सा काउंटर कर लेते हैं कि चेंज ऑफ प्ले नहीं करके सेम चीज़ करेंगे. आई फील लाइक यार बहुत ही अच्छा प्रोडक्शन है, हेवी प्रोडक्शन दिया है, मजा आ गया भाई. Giants have an 87% series so far, 13/15. Whoa.
Post-plant win rate across this series so far. Well, they've had a pretty strong win rate just in general.
I think it's gone down though. I think they were 9-9. So
Yeah,
you know they've got worse, but still quite comfortably winning it. I will say, I'm not expecting that stat to change now. It would be quite impressive. Maybe if we get to a third map.
How beautiful would it be for Detonation Focus Me to come in here
Seoul
and
Dam ko
just was so wrong.
क्यों बेंच किया मेरे को समझ में नहीं
Without the
आया.
Sage,
जब
it is
रेस
a
खेल
crazy
रहे
play.
हैं.
You're 8-4 down as well. You're a map down. It's your opponent's map
Then
pick.
why?
Giants are absolutely fragging right now as well, and solid on the defensive side. But if you ignore all of that, I think it's a pretty much neck and neck.
रैंक में बहुत कॉमन है, फ्लैट डैमेज में कॉमन है, गुड
I
लक.
guess if you do ignore everything, then yeah.
There you go.
हाँ, like मेरे lobbies में I haven't
Brian is
seen
also
that
just
much ना,
waiting
so I
to
don't know,
try and deny
like
their
यहाँ
block.
मतलब
Like, he's
वैसा ही है
playing
कि I don't
above,
know.
Flash coming through. They've got so much utility ready and waiting, and when the full force of
फ्लैट डायमंड लॉबीज का एक्सपीरियंस if I get, like मैंने एक दो बार खेला है. वो
They blinded themselves, but somehow
Whoa.
I was going to say the trade
You
went
guys-
okay, not for long. They've just been blasted. The pistol round again
Are
goes
you
to Giants
serious?
and well. 9-4. That didn't look great.
No, I wouldn't say that. It was unfortunate for Suggest. I mean, it's a very finite timing between catching the perfect window on going through that wall with the flash and
It's like genius
doing
of
what he did.
madness, you know?
Yeah,
Thin
but
line,
look, at
thin
the end of the
line.
day, that flash blinded the player and his teammate behind him killed him. So it did work out. It did what it was supposed to do in a way. Wake up! There's Valorant happening! 9-4.
That's rather
At this
baffling.
point, I think we all know what's going down for DFM. So do they. They're on Sheriff's taking
Yeah,
Nico.
minimum.
I do respect teams sitting back in this position. It is hard to deny that, to just say, oh, we're going to just accept 10 rounds to our opponents. But it is sometimes the right call. They have a sliver of hope in this round of getting damage in. But again, when you take a look at what they have in the shield department, Giants should be able to shred them in most fights. Fatino's running around with essentially a semi-auto op. It's just not looking great for them to get damage. But if they can drop some weapons, you know, build up the foundations,
नहीं है
I
यार,
think that's
DFM
even a
जाएगा.
tough sell
पहला
in their
Pacific
voice
team to
comms
get
right now.
eliminated
You
as
just got to
DFM.
take
I
it one
guess
round
so.
at a time.
बस हो गया उसका.
And again,
बिना
utility
Sage
set up ready.
planting on B side
Try and
is
deny
very
them
very
getting
tough.
this plant
Basic.
down. We know as well that they want to try and play more
Whoa.
aggressively into this, but
Whoa.
ultimately, again, it's the same result. They give time for those rotations to come through. Now you
अच्छा
can even
whistle
see the
था.
distance being played
भाई heavy best
by
था.
the side of
अच्छा
Giants. They don't need to get up close with the
plant ही नहीं
frenzy
करने
anymore.
दिया.
This could do a lot of damage. Shock dart going through 2 players low. Doesn't actually kill off. It hits Anthem, unfortunately. The one player he didn't want to hit. So maybe Cloud will get an assist
Jeez.
after all. It might not even matter. Finally, a kill comes through for Suggest, but that is it. 1 and done. 10 rounds on the board for Giants. And well, they're running away with this again.
For
Yeah, and the
Seriously,
last map, it
GG's
was
for
very much a
DFM.
story of Cloud just dominating. Right now, he's just playing a normal Sova role. In fact, I'd say pretty much everybody just doing their job. Nukia, 16 and 6. They've got reses non-stop.
This is the difference. It's exactly what I said at the beginning of the game. It's like, you put him on a breach, he'll put up numbers,
That's good.
but his
Burger King
assists
buff.
and what he was doing to support, now you put him on a Sage. It's like his role was put wall down, kill people.
Yes.
And
He does that.
that's what he did.
Pretty
He,
good at that,
he
yeah.
did exactly what it said on the tin. So, yeah, that's a scary prospect.
A
I also think if we
lineup
see his Rays come back at any point,
Vipers.
I'm pretty
Orb.
fast in that game.
Everyone.
Okay.
Everyone's in trouble if that happens. Well, this round for Giants has a couple weaknesses, you know. Obviously, the Sheriff on
Actually,
Prime,
Sage is not very
he's jump
useful. Like
spotting on
slot
B,
बेकार का
playing the
है
info,
लेता है Sage.
and then late on,
देखो being
attempting to
new
deny
का
the
है
utility, a snake
या
bite on top of that
फिर
nano, perhaps.
NRG में one played
Again,
Sage
I
I
glanced
guess
down
so.
after I said that to
Trex
check if he had a
नहीं
snake, but I had
Trex
a
तो
little
सुहा
hard
खेला
time.
था.
Yes, he's got two.
Adris
And then
खेला
it's
था I
been in this
guess.
position. You're going to want to keep your economy
Adris
high.
Sage
Obviously, it's a
खेला
bonus
था.
round.
B side पे when you
If he's the
plant
one that
Sage का
decides to
usage
take the
बहुत
risk of
ज़्यादा है.
being a support,
They did win the last one. Bear that in mind. Hoodie with
Hello.
अभी
the
देखो
kill.
ये देखो नींद में ही खेल रहे हैं क्या?
The repick from Rater just doesn't get anything. He's going to go in for more and wins that battle as well.
free upgrade
What the
for him.
hell?
Maybe for a teammate as well.
Yes, he
Ryan might
is.
consider getting out of there, grabbing a weapon, but he's holding the control for now. The orb and just spotting them on the cross course. They need the information. There's the nano to deny. Hoodie's going to be dropped. Nade forces Ryan out, but he gets a kill. A fantastic shot onto Zenfree. A head shot returned by Takashe. And this might be an opportunity. The wall going up. Anthem with the plant down below. He's safe. The peek from Fatino. They spotted the rifle be picked up, but they're not able to land the shot. Giving him a chance to set back up into this.
Timing.
And giving Cloud a teammate to play off. This could be dangerous.
The timing is very much important right now.
The initial
Cloud
spray, but he is going to reposition. Turn it back into that 1 versus 1.
minus
Takashe
80.
falling all the way back, trying to play this a little bit more passively, but he is going to have to try and swing out onto this one.
No.
Wary that he could be
Ah,
defusing, but he
nice.
plays the timing well. It is a round.
Nice.
It is at least something. But
Guys, जो भी आया please make sure to hit that
DFM,
like and
unlike in
subscribe
the
button.
last map, the problem
उसके
is
बाद थोड़ी
one
बहुत
player
रैंक.
surviving with a full investment versus a bonus, still not painting a pretty picture.
Yeah, no, it certainly isn't, you know, but Takashe at least able to put up that big play. We've seen massive rounds from Rada. You know, these guys, what experience, as we said, 2 international events under their belt. I think Suggest is the other guy on the team who's matching those numbers. The only other guy in the server with that is Nukia, I believe. No one on Giants has been to 2 international events bar him. He was with Heretics. and
Sage बहुत कम
G2
use होता है, so yeah, ज़रूरत है.
G2 twice, but one of them was
I
original
have
Masters, that's what it was.
seen some players using Sage very efficiently.
3 times.
हाँ, कम use करते हैं, but जो करते हैं वो बहुत efficiently use करते हैं. I seen Mixwell
Like, show themselves
using
initially and
Sage
just instantly peace out
in
of it.
Hyderabad LAN जब Heretics के लिए खेलता था on I guess Fracture. भाई वो Fracture पे Sage use कर रहा था, किधर चढ़ के मारता था, मालूम समझ में नहीं
Something
आता
that
था.
is expected, flashing through so many players ready and waiting, and Hoodie might just have every
हाँ,
player
Hoodie
lined
pop-off
up.
कर चुका है,
One
पागल
still
हो
there,
गया है.
caught in the corner, but he's expecting it.
एक
He
और.
heard the flash, he knows he's there, and already 3 players in the dirt. It's again
That's
just
a spike.
another blip on
KJ
the
Cypher और
radar,
Viper.
and the rest of the
हाँ,
players are
वो
like,
तो
well,
है.
we've got a little bit of space on A.
Like Cypher अब मेटा में आ रहा है. After Chamber का
Don't think I've ever
nerf.
seen it in that position before.
No, I don't think I have either, for a very good reason.
I don't know, maybe when Jonas was playing on stream or something, but other than that,
He probably has a lineup from there.
you know he does as well. Any position on the map as well. This was the map that we learned of those double shock darts the hard way. My God. The 10-5, a dominant score line, looking like 11 for Giants without a miracle or maybe a spin bot would be their best chance.
You know.
At this point, DFM, it's got to be weighing on them. It's got to be building up, and they get some
देखो जो
ideas,
Sage
but
खेलते हैं वो wall
they were
abuse
baited into
करके
that
खेलते
play.
हैं. हाँ
You
वही
gotta
wall
soak
abuse
on
ही
the
होता है,
ground,
मतलब ऐसे
spotting you,
अंधा wall
making that
abuse
little
होता है,
bit of
कहीं भी
noise,
चढ़
the
जाते हैं.
alarm bot
उसके
as
बाद
they push
unexpected
through, and
wall
obviously the
abuse
flash
है.
push Sova back. At that point, you're almost 100% certain no one's going to be where Hoodie was. He was so aggressive out in mid already. He's not holding anything really. Not
यार
anything that
expected DFM
Sova can see
कुछ
on
तो
his
fight
own.
back देगी, कुछ तो fight
And
back.
you'd imagine he's going to be playing a little further out, right? Towards the A site, keeping that alarm bot up from there. Instead, he's on that off angle. He's able to completely catch them off guard. And we saw it on the way in from, I believe, Suggest's perspective. And even as he was rounding the corner to look into spawn, he was still looking at the top of the ramp. Because again, Sova
But
doesn't need help there, and he usually doesn't have it.
That's the thing. It's also just because they had
Let's see.
Fatino locking down B.
I'm
Like,
expecting
play
a
those
fight
rounds,
back,
have
कम
a
से कम
couple of
double
players on
digits
A,
यार.
have a
हारो
couple of players on
13,
mid,
10
so
हार
I
जाओ
almost feel
चलेगा.
like part of that was that
Not यार,
DFM
13,
needed
7,
to do
13,
more
8
to
मत
force
हारना
him
यार,
back,
please.
force him off positions before going for that
Like
sort of play.
Pacific
But
region के लिए
again,
Sage wall और
even
plant
still,
बहुत
you're not expecting Hoodie to just mow you
no
down that
situations.
simply.
That is basically
Now,
letting the enemy have
financially,
the
again,
control
within the
but
bin,
still
they've got those
planting. Yeah,
two
you can
rifles
say
saved, they've got
that.
some sheriffs alongside it. Rater is one away from
Like
having a Hunter's
5v5
Fury.
retakes वाला
Res
चीज हो
on one,
जाता
can
है
you
फिर
give
wall
up? I
plant
feel like
वाला
we've said that a
scene.
lot and it hasn't actually mattered.
So late on into the half, and you know, I don't want to say we haven't seen an evolution of this attack so far, but we haven't seen a successful one anyways.
No.
Definitely being pushed out of the pool. Okay. Snake
Shot.
light down,
That's
but
a nice
good
shot.
shot from Zenfree. Yeah, he's out wide around the back with the Marshall. Need to keep their space.
हाँ, rather bad. Actually bad in post runs. Not rather bad in
Right
post
now.
runs. Like
Yeah,
actually bad in
yeah,
post
exactly.
runs. काफी
They're
बार हो जाता है.
full selling
एक
this
plant तो मिल जाता है,
They've
then
done
5v5
well.
retake
They
होता
took
है
the
and
deeper control that they
F
had
हो
done
जाता
before.
है. Utils नहीं मिलती.
And they'd always
एक
taken
theory
their
है.
time and battled So instead, he's just selling this as a fake, just trying to get them to stick around, and that's exactly what he's done. They're so desperate to try and deny this one.
heavy fake ho gaya ye to.
They haven't realized that the A site is going to go completely under the control of their opponents.
And you know what? If this is any other team, you're probably looking at this going, guys, how are you not reading the rotation? They don't have a Sage, so I actually think there's a world where DFM, if they fully intended to push B, would have waited back like that and said, okay, we need to find a mid first, we need to do something else, a mid push.
Also, they've been
instead,
very direct.
Right, क्या चेक होगा?
Oh, he's just going to get swung.
Expected
Carl
RNG
just
हो
goes
गया.
sprinting round the corner. This flank from Zimfree, I don't think it's going to be expected, but they need to get a move on, really. He needs to get in behind because his teammates don't actually have a lot to play with. They're left with just weaker weaponry. To half, it's likely to go, at least if Vitinho is just going to continue to stick it. He eventually goes down. The problem is that time is now ticking away. They need to get back on the spike, and because of that hesitation on the other side, no, they're just going to stick it! Oh, no.
Well played, Giants.
of all the ways that this
Well
could
played,
have
well
went,
played.
Tom, of all the ways.
That was
Korean jet करके बहुत ज़्यादा hype बना दिया था
He's able to diffuse below. Nobody can see him from the angles.
अब एक Korean jet हमारी टीम में भी है.
Everything else covered. Every other pixel was spotted, was accounted for, and he found the one gap in their play. And this timeout, I would not want to be there for this timeout.
He only had 45 HP as well, and he dies a second later. Oh, that's not going to feel good.
This was bad. यार इतना गंदा क्यों हो रहा है ये मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है.
He's won that round. He's already won it.
Of course he has.
Because the fact that his teammate manages to get the kill on the initial diffuser, it just made it easy.
Nice
he could just
try.
sit there, sit back, and just wait. And instead,
भाई
Cloud
Burger
did
King.
the one thing.
ये भी Burger King का scene है भाई.
If it wasn't heartbreaking enough watching this happen to DFM, they now need a pretty big streak of rounds. We're in the same spot
कल
as
तो
last
वॉच
game.
पार्टी नहीं होगी. कल I have to travel. भाई का शादी है 22nd को. परसों I can stream. हाँ परसों stream होगा. कल तो मैं ट्रेन में रहूँगा.
2-0. They got a win under their belt. They lose the next game, end up facing Crazy Raccoon again, and then lose that 3-0. They got dominated. This time, it looks like we might be sending them home without a win under their belt.
I don't know.
Without
I
really
just don't know. भाई क्या चल रहा है? ये क्यों हो रहा है? DFM Pacific का Pacific region का एक टीम पहले मैच में बाहर. मैप 3 तक गेम ही नहीं जा रहा.
However, they are playing some
3:15 बजे तो खत्म हो जाएगा.
VALORANT as well, and you cannot take that away from them.
He hits that. That's a tag onto Takashi just through the corner of the wall.
ये गेम प्ले देख के जी के लिए डर लगता है. The way these players are playing,
onto that flank.
जी के लिए बहुत डर लगता है. मुंबई से हो गया. अरे वैनम कैसा है? टाइफून हेलो. मुंबई से हो गया. हाँ भाई.
Greatest in the world. They're going to throw in that showstopper, but he's going to get stuck in the mud. And just look at the defense. They've just gone. He's now got a wall to run into. He's got to try and go all the way round.
UC हो गया.
It's achieved the
Space बन गया लेकिन UC हो गया.
No
एक
damage
space ही
done.
बना.
It's not the worst, you know, not being fully denied, given a chance. Giants are playing a retake. What could go wrong? Maybe Hoodie could come in with his ultimate, deny that space completely, and you can see they're waiting.
Well.
There we go. It's come into play.
Oh, he's just been slammed out of there on the plant. Same position as last time. Just trying to fight across the board. Viper's Pit available for Rhyme as well. He could basically just shut this down, make it incredibly awkward as the fight comes through though. One kill for Anthem, that gives
Hunter's
something. Lockdown in play as well. Hunter's Fury on the other side. They're making this one work. The spray down from Anthem. He's just doing it all on his own. Finally, someone steps up for DFM and leaves Rhyme with his Viper's Pit still standing. Trying to get anything.
Ace मार दिया.
It's going to be there to close it.
First
5
ace
kills from him in the round, a 6th on the board for DFM, but they had to throw everything at them, Mitch.
And he stands on top of that same box to get that final kill of the ace. They might have lost from that position, but now they've at least taken it back. Problem is they're 6 rounds behind, a long road ahead of them, but I'm gonna give you
क्या खेल रहा है?
another thing we've said a couple of times.
मैं नहीं खेल रहा
भाई.
भाई.
The rounds where they've got those ultis to play with.
Yeah.
And this one here, they force those players into taking those very
Also
aggressive
just
fights with the snake
look
bite,
at
the
the
Hunter
score.
दोनों में से कितना डिस्टेंस? 3 hours.
Pretty much
Basic
always
3
single
hours.
rounds.
3
They've
3
never
and a
been
half
able to
hours.
double up.
Not more
Cloud,
than that.
okay. You're not going to get anything from that. Was hoping
अरे
to
तू
be
नहीं
that
हो अरे तो
push
these are the franchise
all the
players.
way down B. They can start
If
rotating
people-
the player back. The turret will give them
if
the
normal public
information,
की
but
भाषा में बोलेंगे तो French fries
they
player.
have a multitude of players waiting there. Might be a bit more of a problem.
They have droned A. I mean, at that point, yeah, you're going to get the counter drone out of DFM, sees the space, make sure there's no player up close, and they get at least close to the back of side. Ulti to play with here suggests going to be popping his null command, and if Takajay can just find this orb, we could have a Viper's Pit from the attack side.
One
to get
at a
them on
time
side.
6 rounds.
Could be a
क्या
great round
greatest
setting
comeback
for them,
देखने
and
को मिलेगा.
up against the pistols as well. There's a chance they decide not to even use
Yeah.
it if they do get it online. If anything, I'd say a probability.
But that's the thing, it's like you almost need to have those for the future rounds.
Yeah, exactly.
You haven't been winning a lot of these rounds without those ultimates in play. The thing is, the longer this goes on, the scarier it gets. There's still the Sage Wall down on the right side of
Look
the
at
side that
Cloud.
they have to
Yeah.
break through.
My
Ryan
rifle
also
will be
with
to
him,
ban
and now
with
they're
you.
coming in on that
Baj
flank
gaya.
as well. It looks to get that
Seriously.
little bit more awkward.
He's doing it.
Hunter's Fury through, but it's not going to deny anything. But the flank has been able to find one. A kill on another. Cloud's caught one more. This is starting to become very dangerous.
Bro,
Cloud waiting that whole time. He knew that null command could be coming through. This could force DFM, at least it's already wrecking a lot of their rifles. And the time is
होने
the
जा
real
रहा हूँ
constraint
सर
here. But if
MIT या
Vitinho gets the
Symbiosis.
timing,
Symbiosis is
it's a
okay.
missed shot.
MIT
That's
तो
all
भाई
it comes down
dead
to.
है.
It could have been close to going home, but now Cloud surely not in the 1v2. Time
Like
limited
Findy?
so heavily. He's going to give it his best
Oh!
shot, but that's all
High
it comes
whip.
down to. 12-7. DFM alive for a little bit longer, and they've managed to get out of that round with the Viper's Pit still in their back pocket.
It's never easy though. That's the thing.
Five
None
pistols.
of these rounds ever seem to be easy for them. All that came down to for Giants was time delay. They kept using the slows. I think you have to give credit.
Symbiosis
for
is
UK
okay,
just
like,
sectioning
Symbiosis
out
fine,
his
BA
utility,
is fine.
Sage walling right towards the end, so they have to all go
Great,
through the same angle.
But I don't know
Then,
about MIT.
Because of
I
that,
think
you have
MIT
the Hunter's
is
Fury that's
not
able to
that
just
much.
basically connect onto the player planting, and some crazy shots connected from Cloud as well. It hasn't done anything to the economy of their opponents, at least. They're not going to have any vulnerabilities or weaknesses, but it has to shake their confidence.
अच्छा,
Knowing that you need 5 in a row as well, it
Yeah.
really is
Designing.
looking for those clean
Nice.
rounds. You're not
Nice.
looking for these hiccups, bumps in the road.
Symbiosis
up
is
against
fine.
pistols
Like,
that
MIT
almost
mat
punish.
karna,
That said, it was a
please.
very smart play from Cloud. He waited in their spawn the
Try
whole
for
round.
Symbiosis,
He
mile
knew
to.
he wanted that Hunter's Fury to deny once he saw 40 seconds on the clock when they're pushing. Okay, maybe we can deny the plant. Maybe we can just get a couple kills. Maybe we can buy space for the flank. You never know. And it was Anthem that went down. That did take their turret out of play.
खत्म.
Oh, what?
No.
खत्म. Rhyme did everything.
They've been
Everything
delaying in
right.
every single
Rehta
round.
bhi gaya.
Instead, they fully rotated. They gambled. They threw their players into this A site. The small amount of success, but there's a kill back. A 2v3, a possibility,
There it is.
and a Viper's Pit now thrown through to grant them access to the site.
Now that should be it now. So hard to fight back in, and Cloud's already used up his drone. So clearing out this pit is so difficult, but they've got the numbers. And we've seen wild sprays land massive value before. Cloud, patient as can be. There's the spray. It's coming damn close.
गया.
But for now, Suggest survives.
Oh,
the
no.
last man standing. The pit's down. The
गया.
wild. It's out of control. And so are Giants. They have done it. 13-7, 2-0. And they have
No,
won their
fifth,
opening
yeah, at the end.
matchup. Moving on in this tournament. Rhyme is an IGL.
NT.
He has impressed me beyond belief. The
Yeah.
patience of this squad. Almost untested in this
2-0,
series.
2-0.
Yeah, almost
let's
completely
go.
new roster. Coutinho, the
Good
only
night.
man still standing
Good
from
night,
the old
Typhoon.
Giant squad. You brought in a couple of players that definitely had their struggles on rosters like G2. You brought in a young star from Natas Vincere, and you brought Rhyme all the way back from North America. And it's looking very good. The structure has been fantastic. I think, as you said, the calling has been great as well. But it's also that patience as well. And unfortunately, for Detonation Focus Me, it is a very short trip to Brazil. A team that, again, it has just been built up, coming through from old rosters like that at Zeta Division, like from North Epsion, even on Rejects themselves as well. They've got a lot of work to do, but I think they're a team that can come back from this. That's the thing. You're in the very, very early stages of their build for Pacific, and they've come up against
I'll
the
just
team
go.
that many, including myself, consider a
करते
dark
हैं.
horse in this
थोड़ा
one.
अपन
The
खेलते हैं.
reality is this is a
कल
team
जाने से
that
पहले
we've seen
सिल्वर का एम करते
individually
हैं.
make
36
it to
पॉइंट
this
चाहिए. 2
level
मैचेस
time and
कंटिन्यू
time
जीतना
again.
है.
For a lot of
Let's
these
see अगर टीम
players,
अच्छी
in
आती है
fact,
तो जीतेंगे.
for half the roster, this is their 3rd international event. Third time going home
Chalo, good
early.
night.
I'm
Mileenge
sure
baad
that
mein
stings,
saath.
but they will have their
100%,
time.
100%.
For now,
Together.
it looks like Giants are a serious contender here. Their play style was near perfect, and the individuals they've got, some of the best that we've seen in EMEA. I want to keep your eye on these guys.
But that's the thing. The fun thing with their side of the bracket is they're going to have to run an absolute gauntlet if they want to make it through to that semi-final spot and go into the best of fives. You've got the likes of NRG now in there. You might have the likes of someone like Loud as well, who are on their side of the bracket. So they're going to have to basically prove themselves from the get-go. And let's be honest, Mitch, this was by far the easiest of the games they're going to have going forward.
The Giants fans getting hyped up in the crowd, you know, looking at Rhyme on the stage there. I gotta say, he's at least avoided the curse that came to catch him back in 2021. He was at Masters. He's coming up against Ascend. They beat them 2-0, and just like I said in the Crazy Raccoon game, they ended up coming back and Ascend beat them. Ascend also won the grand final. Rhyme was hard done in that event. Losing to the winner of the event, certainly forgivable. That's not a possibility this time. They're not going to come back to bite him. He's got new teams to look forward to, and there's Milan, their analyst, joining them on the stage. We've got Pips in there too. No doubt elated to have this under their belt, but look, that was the easiest game first, in theory.
Yeah, I think the main thing to look at here is also just, firstly, individually, it's clear that everybody's on point. They got the depth throughout the roster. In fact,
That ace
Coutinho, I
was
think,
fine. That
one
ace
lower
was
down
fine.
the
The
board,
whole
and
match
to be
only
their
that
sort
ace
of
was
like
only the game.
talisman as that jet
सबसे
player.
चीज free
Wasn't
थी.
necessarily needed too much in that individual role because everybody else stepped up. In map 1, we were looking at Cloud, Nuclear showing it as well. Hoodie having a fantastic second map, so it's definitely clear that there's a lot of depth. The main issue we had, main worry we had, was is it going to be that sort of blitz roster? Is it going to be someone that can cause upsets but doesn't have the overall structure, doesn't have the leadership? Well, at least from this match, they definitely look like the more controlled team. The team were calm within these rounds. They could play late into the round as well, use their utility well. It is a good sign for Giants, but it is a small step of what is, as I said, an absolute gauntlet of a tournament for them.
Comp में है पूरा. मेरे को लगा ही comp ही
It
गलत है.
absolutely is. Look, they came up against a team that just could not find an answer to their play style. And
yeah,
one thing I'm enjoying is seeing the cheers coming out of that team, the laughs from the Japanese side, even when they were losing the rounds.
Yeah.
Towards the end,
Match
the
found.
coming. They're chuckling away. It's a stark contrast from what we saw before. When we opened up the international scene, we had the Japanese teams coming. It was heartbreaking to send them home, as it is this time, but good to see them with a smile on their face as they're locked in. This is really tough. You know, you've got Cloud and Fatinho, who are first-timers here at the international event,
actually,
and then Nukia, who might be the most consistent player in EMEA. This guy,
they're giving it to Cloud.
Good for you. He's gone through 4 major events so far, 3 internationals now as well.
When they scan,
he's
though,
got accolades,
they're picking
but they
Cloud.
should probably pick Cloud after the performance,
you know,
in all fairness.
Like, UK was very good on his breach.
I thought we were staying impartial this time. You know? You just throw that out the window.
Cloud. I like Cloud.
Cloud it is.
They
So
think I'm
Cloud's
an
your
old
MVP.
dog.
No, obviously you guys gotta scan the QR code down below if you think Cloud was the MVP. If you disagree, you can vote for whoever you want. Don't listen to the Angry Bald Man. Talking about Angry Bald Man, I heard we've got one who's waiting by. I'm sure he's gonna have a ton of opinions about this game. But the reality is, we're gonna have to wait a minute before we hear from good old GB, from Balden Boy. For now, we're gonna toss it off to a break.
पड़ी भाई पड़ी. चलो लेट्स गो. मैच पे फोकस करते हैं. एंड आई थिंक मैच टूटने वाला है. हमारी टीम चलो बाय.
Sage, if I die out there, you're in charge. Someone has to look out for the knucklehead.
Somebody else.
Reloading.
Medic. Reloading. Going B. Placing swarm grenade. Enemy spotted here. There.
Smoke's down.
Placing sentry.
Smoke's down. Launching smoke. Gunner.
Light planted.
Brimpick.
See ya.
Barrier created.
Last player standing.
I'm lagging like hell.
Drive them crazy, Raze. Good at that.
Let's go.
I'm saving.
There. We go. Grenade.
Launching smoke.
Reloading.
भाई देख लो ना अगर ये शॉट डूबा डूबा गेम का डूबा
Last player standing.
Let's kill that Reyna.
There.
Our team's got soul. I want to keep it that way.
Reloading.
and just kill as many as I can rush.
Shut that Phoenix up.
मार दो.
Reloading. Enemy spotted A. Grenade!
Spike down A.
Got one.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
I have the spike. Spike planted.
Their tech is only as good as their skill, and there we have some beat.
Let's crack him open. No. Enemy spotted. B.
Smoke's down.
Begins.
Launching smoke.
हो गया
Spike down B. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Grenade! Satchel out. Everyone note down your observations, then let's run it again. Reloading.
Going A. My ult's ready. My ult's ready. Rotating. Stay safe.
Right here.
There.
There.
Alarm bot out.
सारे बोल रहा था अलार्म बॉट लगाएगा
Reloading. Reload satchel out.
Launching smoke.
Blocking sight. Blocking sight. Enemy spotted. Reloading.
Courier's down.
Spike down A.
भाई नहीं हो
Last player standing.
Stay in range of my stim beacon, and we'll mow them down.
Say 0 KJ 1
Here. There.
Smoke's down.
Grenade.
Last player standing.
Let's ruin their day.
Reloading. I'm saving. Here. Here. Let's go. Placing alarm bot. Bomb buddy out. Enemy spotted. Mid. Blocking the sight. Your duty is not over. So what I miss?
Last player standing.
13-0 जाएगा 64 का मैं आ जाऊंगा 34 पे
Shoot the bad guys. How's that for a plan?
Play for pigs.
Play for pigs. Rotating. Play for pigs.
Alarm bot out.
Yeah, my ping is very bad. I can't think.
60 का ping है
Fluctuating like hell.
दे दो बहाना
भाई क्यों उधर जाके वैसा पीक
You fought well. Barrier created. Finished.
Enemy spotted.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
भाई के लिए आवाज क्या मालूम नहीं हो रहा है कौन से भाई के लिए आवाज हेलो भी करे
Okay, I only have like 78 grenades left. Hopefully.
I'm not coming
Time
here.
for a field test. Reloading. Alarm box.
Yes.
Nowhere to run.
Battle out.
There. Need healing.
Healing you.
तोड़ना होता है उसको
Enemy spotted mid.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
Wait for me. My ult's ready.
Stand tall. We are Valorant. We are fighting.
Reloading.
9-0 एफएफ नहीं करना है इनको
Ult's ready. Going A.
Going A. My ult's ready.
Watching this. Careful. Go on my mark. Watching this. Add
There.
one.
There.
Stim beacon down.
Initiated.
Fully smoked.
Grenade. Lock inside. Place an alarm bomb.
Spike down A.
My ultimate. I have to spike.
Your duty is not over.
The hunt begins.
Placing swarm grenade.
Last player standing.
Remember, your weapon is only a tool. You can't just shoot. You have to think. Reloading.
Here.
I like the enthusiasm, but no one grabbed the
Spike.
spike.
Be quiet. I got the spike. Here comes the party! Engineer killed.
Blocking sight.
Spike planted. Enemy spotted mid.
एक मिनट
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
Last round before the switch.
Last round to use our creds and
someone
abilities.
get me some? Thank you.
Firepower.
Safety's off.
Rotating.
Rotating.
Open up the sky! Deep fried! Stim beacon here.
Satchel out.
Satchel out.
Launching smoke.
One enemy remaining.
Plant the spike. For you. Spike's down.
Don't push, come back.
Okay, take a break, guys.
Switching sides.
Is everyone's tech still working? Double check it, please.
Turn out. Turn out. Alarm bot out.
Together.
There.
Wall raised.
Launching smoke.
Oh,
Alley-oop. Opponent killed.
हाँ बी से मिड टॉप तो कोई देखेगा ही नहीं.
Reloading. Rest.
Planning B.
Spike planted.
नींद में खेल रहे बंदे.
Enemy spotted.
Spotted mid.
Enemy spotted B.
One enemy remaining.
Double's dead.
Outside. Middle.
Last player standing.
Sentry.
No more doubts. We're ready.
हाँ तो है.
Yes.
Don't pick mid. Don't pick mid. Don't pick mid.
Be quiet.
Raise. Don't buy Marshall, please. Buy Spectre. Goes by. Don't pick mid. Just camp.
Wall raised.
Smoke's down.
Not any guys. B
Enemy
होगा ये.
spotted mid.
Grenade.
That's done.
Many enemies mid.
Got one.
One enemy remaining.
Three. My ultimate is ready. Okay, where's Sage? This Scheiße healing you.
Oh, surrounded by minha família. We won't lose.
Need equipment.
No.
Placing sentry.
No. No तो अब्दुल भाई. बोल रहा हूँ बोनस खेलने के लिए दे दो.
Barrier created.
Smoke's down.
Reloading.
फुल करेगा.
Okay.
Molly.
Blocking sight.
Going back.
Launching smoke.
Sage heal नहीं है तेरे पास.
Reloading.
Launching smoke.
Bro, tree आ गया क्या?
Ooh.
My bad यार guys.
Reloading.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading. Spikes spotted. Everyone makes fun of German efficiency. Ha ha. Just keep laughing as you use all
Need
my
equipment.
gear.
Thanks.
Need a drop. Thanks. Just cool down.
We're good enough to win. Alarm bot out. Placing swarm grenade.
Smoke's down.
Turret out.
Enemy spotted mid.
Smoke's down.
Don't pick him.
One down. Get out of here.
I'm holding B. I'm holding B. You can go. आया कोई आया.
Launching smoke.
क्या जा? अल्ट कर दे bro. अल्ट कर दे. राउंड सेक्योर कर ले.
रुक जा. अभी कोई एंट्री नहीं हुआ.
Someone's in.
Oh, पीछे.
Last player standing.
Hi.
30 seconds left.
GG's. Yeah, GG's. Let's go.
Don't die. If you need help figuring out how.
Bro, positions मत छोड़ो. वो बहुत स्प्लिट खेल रहा है. Positions मत छोड़ो. Picks ले लो. Easy हो जाए. Camp करके picks ले लो.
वही तो हूँ ना ब्रो, वही तो हूँ.
Barrier created.
Here.
Smoke's down.
A में ना है.
Destroyed. Our feet is in. Got him.
Sorry guys.
Fuck up है. बोलो तो सही.
अबे
बीजा जेट बीजा.
केयर मिड.
Sentry.
30 seconds left.
B.
One enemy remaining.
Yikes.
Nice.
That sucks. Where are we going this time? Remember what worked in the reloading.
Can someone get this?
Jet, can you back?
Thank you. Placing sentry.
Launching smoke.
You want to fight it?
Oh, not
Here comes the party!
My ult's not ready. Molly.
For you.
Smoke's down.
जा रहा हूँ.
Right here.
Turret out. Spike's here.
Spike down mid.
Joke's over. You're dead.
अबे
One enemy remaining. 30 seconds left. Spike down mid.
तेरे पास
one more
में
ramps.
Last player standing.
ब्रो बिल्कुल ये डिफेंडर साइड.
I'm amped. Let's go. I got things to do.
Yes. Turret out. Let's make some chaos.
Launching smoke.
Enemy spotted mid.
Molly.
There. Enemy spotted mid. Alarm bot down. Next. Multiple
Open up the sky.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
spikes there.
सेफ था उनका. ये
For you.
जल्द रेडी करना पड़ेगा.
Last one down.
Together, we will bury them under their reloading. Can I get this? Thanks.
They got the answer.
Here.
Right here.
You should run. Here.
Launching smoke.
Nowhere to run.
ब्रो मिड से आ गया है.
Dropped. Grenade. Reloading. Get him.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Wait for me. Grenade.
Last player standing.
Satchel out.
Clutch.
अरे
ब्रो
यार
तेरे सैचल से
Match point.
Prepare yourselves.
राउंड एफ
We
किया.
fight once again.
Placing sentry.
Bro, इधर Astra pick करता है इधर.
Smoke's down.
Enemy spotted mid.
गाइस कोई ये जाओ, कोई ये जाओ, कोई ये जाओ.
My ult's not ready.
गाय को पिक करते हो गया.
Smoke's down.
यार देखो one side.
Aggressive.
Fire's out.
Enemy spotted mid.
सब ये आ रहे हैं क्या? सेज 2 भी है जा, सेज 2 भी है जा. नहीं है यहाँ पे कोई अभी भी यार. जा तू ये जा, यहाँ मैं देख लूँगा. यहाँ कोई नहीं आएगा.
Soba removed. Enemy spotted A.
Brim peek.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Spotted A. We just swapped the biometrics. Healing.
I hate to say it, but probably best to play as nope.
Turret out. Here.
Wall raised.
गाइस जो नहीं इजी एंट्री मत देना अभी.
Here.
गो समन गोभी, समन गोभी. वॉल
Launching
तोड़ दिया
smoke.
मैंने.
Here comes the party. Boom. Headshot. Healing you. Turret out. Oh.
फिर वो सामने ही है सोवा. नहीं मरना था यार, उनका सेव राउंड है ये.
Your this is crazy.
Last player standing.
दोनों
30
हैं.
seconds left. One enemy remaining. Spike
Main side.
down. Defender spawn.
हील कर, हील कर, हील कर. बस ये राउंड निकाल दे. वैसे प्लांट नहीं होगा. हट जा, हट जा, चला जा, चला जा, हट जा. प्लांट नहीं होगा, भाग जा.
10 seconds left.
नहीं होगा प्लांट, भाग जा.
मरने के लिए जा रहा है, मरने के लिए जा रहा है, मरने के लिए जा रहा है.
Clutch.
I am not just your healer. Wow, Sage. When you turn it on, you turn it on. Great work.
पर उनके 3 बंदों का सेफ था, सिर्फ रेना ने बाई किया था.
Carry this party.
और सोवा ने वो
No.
मार्शल.
Placing swarm grenade.
Enemy spotted mid.
Launching smoke.
टॉप स्मोक कर दूंगा.
Brim. Watchman. Leave it. Watchman.
And placing swarm grenade out.
You should run. Spike planted.
So heal.
Leave it, bro.
Oops.
अबे यार.
Last player standing. Attackers win.
0 था. भाई क्या फट्टू टीम थी बे. Leave it. भाई मैं जब देख रहा हूँ. चलो ज़्यादा नहीं बीसी हुआ. जी देखा जाए तो 2020 के 3+ ही चाहिए अगर अच्छी टीम मिले तो.
Match found.
They think I'm an old dog? I'll show them just how many tricks I know.
Match found.
I will defend you all with my power and with my life.
Enemy A. Reloading.
Enemy spotted A.
Knife deployed.
Launching smoke.
One suppressed.
Spike down A. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Let's kill that Reyna. Our team's got soul. I want to keep it that way. I'm saving. Out of charges.
Reloading. Reloading. I've got you, bruv.
Many enemies A.
Smoke's down.
Ult's not ready.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
GG हो जाएगा इससे तो.
Watch your eyes.
Sage, remember that you can't save everyone. We save what we can. That's enough. Right here.
Here.
इससे आज बॉय में कोई क्यों मिलता है?
See ya.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Backstab. भाई फुटस्टेप तो सुन ले.
The MVP is mine. Let's do this. Reloading.
Bro, Kyo, why are you always going A, bro?
Reload him.
Time to take this hill. Stim beacon down.
Spike down C.
Careful now.
Last player standing. Spike down C.
We turn to dust. I have the spike.
Thirty seconds left.
I'll survive a death or two. Can't say the same for you fragile humans.
Ult's not ready.
Reload him. Reloading.
Here. Right here. Right here.
Let's go.
वो वहाँ क्यों चाहिए?
Smoke's down. Stim beacon down.
One suppressed.
Reloading. Last player standing. Spike down A.
Shoot the bad guys. How's that for a plan?
Reloading.
Don't hold back.
Shutting them down. My ultimate no one walks away.
Fully smoked.
Enemy C. Away with you.
Out of charges.
One enemy remaining.
Shutting them down.
Stim beacon here.
Reload him.
We will claw our way back up to the light.
Reloading. Reloading. Reloading.
They are so dead.
Enemy A deployed.
Launching smoke. Stim beacon here.
Come on, let's go. Somewhat careful.
Launching smoke.
Someone's A.
सेज रेज़मी फास्ट, सेज रेज़मी फास्ट, वो पहुंचा नहीं है. वॉल 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 फास्ट, वॉल फास्ट.
Spike down A.
वॉल भाई. रिवाइव बोलता, पहले रिवाइव नहीं चिल्ला रहा था भाई, इसीलिए वॉल चिल्ला रहा था.
Last player standing.
मास्टर आके धर लिया.
30 seconds left.
Spike planted. Triple baby.
One enemy remaining.
Remember to talk to each other out there. If we communicate, we win.
Reload him. Here.
Here. On my mark.
तो फिर भी ये जाना है. जाए
Careful now.
Last player standing. Spike down A. Flawless.
New fight, new tactics, keep it fresh, yeah?
Reloaded. Reloading.
Let me show you how the box does it.
Stim beacon down.
ऑफर ढूंढो और ऑफर का पूछ जाओ
You are powerless.
Welcome to my world.
I can't use that.
Enemy.
Sage coming.
Teleport's ready.
Fire in the hole.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
हार के खत्म करो
भाई मेरे को बस ऐसा लग रहा है that this Raze is using aimbot for some reason. ऐसा फ्लिक तो नहीं होता है भाई. भाई स्मर्फ नहीं भाई मैं भी गोल्ड खेल रहा हूँ ऐसा मतलब नहीं है बट दिस फ्लिक इज एमबॉट भाई
Focus now. Eyes off me.
इसको एक बार क्या बोलते हैं
Suppressor.
Stim beacon down.
One suppressed.
Your duty is not over.
You can do that too.
Reloaded.
backstab Viper from C with op.
Get out of my way.
Careful now. Oh, you flash. Someone see.
Op है उस पे Viper पे
नहीं पता है ए पे जाता सी पे वाइपर तो ही सी जाना है बी नहीं जाएंगे
30 seconds left.
Shutting them down.
backstab देखते रहना एक जन
Here.
both together.
Last player standing. remaining.
Remember, stay out of the fire.
Super high level tech to remember, yeah? Reloading.
Fully smoked.
Enemy B. Do better.
My ult's ready. No one walks away.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
Flash.
Last round in the half.
We cannot keep our troops after this. Spend all.
Reloading.
Can someone get this?
Reload him. Reload him.
Let's get this done.
Dim beacon here. Fully smoked.
Healing. Enemy spotted.
One enemy remaining.
Here. Light planted.
Come on, let's go.
Flawless.
Reloading.
Switching sides.
Reloading.
Stay in range of my dim beacon. Mow them down.
साला same score line.
Watch and learn.
Enemy spotted.
Smoke's down.
Spike planted.
Shut down. Grenade.
Careful.
Toaster.
One enemy remaining.
Shut them down. One suppressed.
Last player standing.
Look at me. I know that I am by your side.
Suppress it. Suppress.
Launching smoke.
For you.
Smoke's down.
Someone's A.
Reload him.
Satisfied.
फिल्म क्या स्मोक किया तूने? मैं फाइट ले रहा था वहाँ पे.
Enemy down.
One enemy
Now
remaining.
we're cooking.
In there.
30 seconds left. Last player standing.
हाँ आगाज करते हैं ना भाई.
Spike planted.
वो क्यों यहाँ से आया? बैक ऑफ साइड खेलेगा शांति से. बैक ऑफ साइड खेलेगा शांति से.
What will it be this time? Have any patterns emerged yet?
Reloaded.
Knife deployed. Grenade.
They found my trap.
C, planting C.
Last player standing. Spike planted. Flawless. Match point.
Once more into battle. I'm not tired. Are you?
Who will I spot first?
Knife deployed.
Enemy A.
You are powerless.
One tap smart.
Can't use that. That's done. My ultimate's ready.
Spike planted.
Come on, let's go.
Last player standing.
Get out of here!
One enemy remaining. Attackers win.
Bronze 3 का start लगा दिया.
Match found.
Killjoy, after this, you wanna do some tinkering?
Sure, but if anything explodes again, you are telling Brim.
Reloading.
ए जाओ
Barrier created.
Enemy spotted. B.
भाई रहना लो
Turrets destroyed.
Spike planted.
क्या भाई क्या चुतिया टीम है भाई क्या चुतिया टीम है भाई
KJ 62.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
62 tag.
Don't rush me.
क्या चुतिया टीम है भाई
I can hold an area pretty well myself.
हाँ भाई, बहुत
Make sure to
चूतिया
cover the
टीम।
angles I can't.
Muting this dumb fuck.
चुतिया टीम है भाई
हाँ भाई भरोसा रख
म्यूट कर दिया भाई मैंने
अब मजे देखो
कर दिया भाई
एक राउंड हुआ है ना अब मजे देखो
Turret
मांगो अब टील
Don't overthink it. That's my job.
ए
आई भाई तुमको पता है नहीं लग रहा भाई
One enemy remaining.
Gun here. Let me just swipe those.
भाई क्या चीज़ है भाई.
Reloading. This party's just begun.
क्या लान की भाई.
Can I get a drop?
बी आएंगे वो लोग बी. वॉच बी.
100% भाई. 100% भी आएंगे भाई.
सेटअप है मेरा.
सेज ब्रो वॉल मिट कर दे यार.
सेटअप.
We can overcome them.
बग बंद करेंगे बस हो गया.
लूट कर दिया मैंने.
Barrier.
अभी तो बहुत सारे फुटस्टेप्स.
हाँ बी.
Found them. Bomb grenade out.
एक हार्ड है.
वॉल तोड़ रहा है तेरी कोई.
मैं मिड छोड़ा हूँ. मिड देखना मिड के.
वॉल तोड़ रहा था.
हाँ मैं देखा मिड. नहीं वॉल इंटैक्ट. रेस
हार्ड रहा बात.
-109. -109.
क्रॉस.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Spike is B. Cutting their vision.
पीछे आ जा.
मेरे बेस्ट फैंटम है. ले मेरे बेस्ट फैंटम है.
30 seconds left.
कहाँ पे?
Gun here.
मेरे डेड बॉडी में.
पीछे नहीं है. बी में नहीं है. इसका टरेट चालू है.
रहना तेरे FPS इतने कम आ रही है.
Enemy spotted B.
तो आएगा इधर.
10 seconds left.
सेव कर रहा है.
सेव करेगा.
I don't die so easily.
My power does not ebb. Ask for aid and you shall receive.
फैंटम स्किन है किसी पे.
गरीब
Can I
लोग
get
हैं.
this? Thanks.
मिल गई मेरे को प्राइम.
We go.
ये ज़्यादा.
Right there.
Found them.
पुश कर.
One down.
ट्रैप लगा यार.
मिड देखो मिड.
Spike down B.
Spike spotted B.
One enemy remaining.
ये बात सिर्फ ले रहा था भाई. तो
मैं अच्छा है बाय नहीं किया फैंटम लास्ट टाइम.
Commendable.
बस पैसा ही है.
Again.
फ्री की वैंडल.
पिंग. अरे
ड्रॉप दियो.
रेस की पिंग गई गया.
रेस अरे रेस बाय कर दे उसे. पेजे को.
Can I get this?
Anyone need something?
Thanks.
हाँ नाइस.
Turret out.
ए भाई मैं जहाँ जाता हूँ वहाँ अपोजिट आते हैं सारे.
मिड कैंपिंग साला. What the fuck?
Last player standing.
पता था यार. पीछे
Spike
रेना ही
down
दिख रहा था.
A.
निकल गई रेना. निकल गई भाई. वॉल कर लो ना यार. मिड जाओ मत.
हाँ.
Spike planted.
मेरा इंटरनेट स्विच कर रहा था रे मैं.
है लैग हो रहा है, ये लैग हो रहा है,
ये लैग हो रहा है, ये भी लैग है इसका।
Cutting their vision.
रख रखा है क्या चक्कू?
Leave it to me. I'll rough them up.
स्क्रॉल से हटा दे भाई।
क्या?
क्या?
स्क्रॉल पे है क्या गन? नाइफ।
Placing sentry.
हाँ हाँ।
Can I get this?
हटा दे भाई इसको।
क्यों?
तभी तो तेरा नाइफ बाहर आ गया था।
बटन पे रख दे, मतलब 1 2 3 पे कर दे।
I'll show them who the real genius is.
B
Ball mid ball.
Disappoint me.
वॉल करके छोड़ दे रहा हूँ।
अल्ट करूंगा।
Enemy spotted me.
आंदे अंदर आंदे।
Still inside. Reloading.
भाई 3 पीक लिए।
Shit, 123. Jet.
Spike
नहीं,
down
नहीं।
A.
स्पाइक है गाइस। जेट लो रे नो वरी।
Spike is A.
KJ ult कर दे।
Initiated.
बैक भी देखो तो हाँ।
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Flash out.
Hold.
ब्रीच पे एचपी नहीं है, केजे तेरा गेम।
10 seconds left.
In a fair
Nice,
fight, I'd
Breeze.
still kill you.
Remember, your weapon is only a tool.
हाँ,
You
बहुत
can't
ज़्यादा
just
करता है।
Shoot. You have to think.
लोग पे 3 डुअलिस्ट है।
ओके।
क्या हुआ?
मैं बी जाता हूँ, वो लोग बी पे कोई नहीं है, चला हुआ।
मिड वॉल डब्ल्यू कर दिए वो लोग।
I know exactly.
59 है। बहुत लोग 59 है।
जेट 40 है।
लगा लो।
Spike down B.
सिट।
स्पाइक सीट।
Concussing. Blasting. Reloading.
एक स्टेयर्स देखो,
ले गए,
एक सिटी देख लो।
Spike is B.
स्पाइक ले गया। नहीं।
एक मिनट।
लेफ्ट ब्रीच।
Last player
लड़ाई
standing.
डालेंगे होगा।
One enemy remaining.
He'll go A.
नो ये आएगा, नीचे आएगा।
देखते हैं, पता नहीं। पीक मत दे फालतू, बस होल्ड।
100% भाई ये जाएगा यार, 100%।
तेरे पास सब कुछ है, लिविंग बूम और नीड
30 seconds left.
नीड सैचुरल अलर्ट सब है।
बी आएगा,
ये
वो
बी
बी
जाएगा, ये बी जाएगा, मोस्ट प्रोबब्ली बी जाएगा।
नहीं जा।
Spike planted.
अंदर ही होगा, नेट कर।
साइड पे
साइड क्या हो गया भाई?
क्या भाई ने
इसका ठीक है।
ब्रो खेल लिया भाई तू, नेट वेट सब था तेरे पास।
तेरे को मार्क भी कराना नहीं वहीं पे था।
Stand
कोई ना
tall.
कोई ना कोई ना
We
कोई ना,
are
don't
Valorant.
pressurize, don't
We
pressurize.
are fight. Can someone get this?
चलो आराम से। अभी ये लोग का डिफेंस
मिड देखता मैं।
ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है।
ओके ब्रो।
मुझे बाय कर दे।
Thank you.
वे लोग का डिफेंस थोड़ा हेवी रहेगा मेरे साथ के जैसा पर दोनों है।
survive.
कोई ना हो जाएगा। मल्टीपल
Cypher, raise him up. Lol.
Reload. Turret destroyed.
Enemy spotted B.
रेना अंदर है रेना।
अरे रेना साइड।
रुक जा।
Enemy spotted mid.
रुक थोड़ा पीक दे।
Let's go.
Healing.
Reyna killed. Right there.
One enemy remaining.
On site.
Spike down B.
ऑन साइड यहाँ पे।
स्पाइक लेने जाएगी।
जा साइड। वही भाई केजे उसे वो डबल पिक दे भाई।
मेरे को सपना थोड़ी आ रहा है कि वो पिक कर रहा है मेरे भाई।
बुलेट्स की आवाज आ रही है बुलेट्स।
मैं तो एंगल होल्ड करके बैठा था, ऑब्वियस सी बात है कि वो यहाँ से ही जाएगा।
कोई दिक्कत नहीं।
अरे कोई नहीं, पर तुम लोग सब लोग डबल पिक लेना, ट्रेड हो जाएगा भले ही, पर डबल पिक में फायदा होता है। अच्छा लॉल
ऐसे नहीं होती भाई, सुबह बहस 5 बज गया।
कोई ना
Get out of my way. Wall raised.
Enemy spotted A.
Bruh.
Blinding.
Rena on site.
Oh.
120. Nice.
Your duty is not over.
KJ1 HP.
Placing sentry.
अरे on site है। KJ1 HP हाँ।
You should run. One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
अरे
ऑब्वियस सी बात है जहाँ
ओह नाइस वन
बोला था 1 HP उसका टर्रेट भी उसको मार देता।
I knew this would be easy, but
literal 1 HP था।
Need a drop.
ब्रीच
became 145।
Turret out.
थैंक्स केजे। अरे मैं बाय बोल रहा था, बाय दे।
मैंने उठाया किसको था?
Thank you. They want to die.
एक और सेव है उसका।
मिड
टीबी भी बहुत सारे हैं।
रेज है।
Fire in the hole.
रेज भी सॉरी माय बैड।
पहला मेरे को फोड़ दिया पूरा।
Dusted. Enemy spotted B. Enemy spotted B.
Wall raised.
तेरे पीछे ही आ रहा है ना।
अरे ब्रीच मेरे को लगा कवर देगा भाई पीछे से। सेल जल्दी कर सकते हैं।
एक मिनट है।
भाग रहा है वो। भाग गया रे ना, भाग। ए आएंगे।
ये मिड है साला।
हील कर लेना खुद को। प्लांट कर रहे हैं।
Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
किसी ने नहीं देखा रेस भैया।
मेरा तो टाइमिंग देख।
वही
उससे पहले तो नहीं था भाई स्टंट को।
भाई साइफर वाला किसी ने नहीं देखा रेस।
No one beats my firepower. I got this. Can someone get this?
शेरिफ बाय कर लो यार कोई मेरे को प्लीज।
हाँ भाई करनी पड़ गई।
के ये शेरिफ दे दे यार।
Together. Thank you.
I got enemies.
नोटे
Barrier created.
3-4 भी है।
The hunt begins.
All time.
बे यार 145
Will cover.
Satchel out.
Take Royal in left.
Spike down B.
Initiated.
One enemy remaining.
Got 3. Reloading.
केजे मियां फुल पावर।
Area's clear.
'Player standing.
ब्रो
30 seconds left.
Placing sentry.
तू भी रोटेट करता ऊपर से। एक है
10 seconds left.
बिना स्पाइक।
Spike planted.
Bot coming back.
वो जज नहीं है, उसने गन चेंज कर ली है। ऊपर आएगा।
Turn out.
Bro, nice one. Nice try.
Last round before the switch.
Spend those creds before we lose them.
B foots.
You should run.
Here we go. Right there.
Planting.
Grenade! Go get him.
Spike planted.
जल्दी डिप कर। बहुत दूर है। कवर सिटी से कवर दे उसको।
There.
ऊपर से ही आएंगे।
Cutting their vision. Shame. Reloading.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, so short.
Last player standing. Switching sides.
As much as this world hurt me, it's mine, and I will kill to defend it.
अरे साला 40 पीटी लेके बैठा होगा कॉर्नर देखो।
भाई बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा अटैक। स्मोक नहीं।
F my ping.
स्मोक तो भी नहीं था।
नहीं मिड से लोड हो जाए।
साइफर केजे
यार दो ही तो है।
I'm ready.
Reloading.
ये ले रेज ये ले मैं 1 HP का 31 HP होऊंगा पीछे
For you.
मैं तो 1 का 31 होऊंगा चलो कोई स्पाइक ले लो मेरे से
Spike dropped. I have the spike.
4v4 है देख के
हील कर दे मुझे
नहीं है हील
तीन इधर है तीन एक हेवन 2 साइड ये निकलो
ले जाओ ले जा
Spikes down. Spike down mid.
Enemy spotted mid. There. Reloading.
That's done.
10 सेकंड रुक जा अभी जाएंगे मैं तेरे को हील करता
I got a spike.
10 सेकंड रुक जाओ बोला
Last player standing. 30 seconds left.
10 सेकंड रुक जाते हैं यार
Spikes down. Placing sentry. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade. Turrets destroyed.
सिटी एक्सपेक्टेड है
दोनों सॉन्ग ग्रेनेड गए
ब्रो
साथ आया था ना तो हो जाता
10 सेकंड रुकना था एक को हील देता मैं
कॉल ही नहीं सुनी 3 की कॉल दी है मैंने बी की
उसके बाद मैं बोल रहा हूँ 10 सेकंड रुक जाओ 10 सेकंड रुक जाओ
मैं तो रुका ही हुआ था वहीं तो बैठा हुआ हूँ उठ गया थोड़ी हूँ कहीं
Reloading.
अरे मैं यहाँ था
Reloading.
मैं तो यहीं बैठा हुआ था भाई इधर घुसा हूँ बी पे स्पाइक उठा के यहीं खड़ा हुआ था
मैं आ नहीं सकता था ना एक्चुअली वो यहीं पे पीक लेके बैठा था मैं यहाँ पे कवर में था तुम यहाँ चले गए
अरे मैं तो बुला ही नहीं रहा था भाई मैंने तेरे को बोला आजा
No charges
ना मैंने हील मांगी
सेव कर लो एक
बैठा हुआ था भाई
कोई ना बाय कर ही लिया तो कर लो
I have the spike.
साइफर के केज रहेंगे देख लो
Enemy spotted A. Reloading. Turret out. Reloading.
Variable removed.
Reloading. Reloading. Still in sight. Reloading. Still in sight. Reloading.
केजे अंदर साइड पे
Last player standing.
ब्रो
ऐसे नहीं होगा अटैक उसको लग करना पड़ेगा
They think they're better than us. I can tell.
मैं एंट्री दिलाता हूँ आ जाओ
डायरेक्ट साइड आओ मैं वॉल करता हूँ
यहाँ पे ट्रैप होता है इधर से लेके ऐसा ट्रैप लगा रखा है टूट जाएगा वो नीचे की तरफ
तोड़ देना तुम लोग मैं वॉल करता हूँ
हाँ चलो
मैं कवर दियो फिर इस जगह से कवर दियो मैं तोड़ दूंगा
मैं को वॉल करता हूँ
Time for a field test.
Enemy spotted. Cutting their vision.
Placing sentry.
In sight.
Enemy spotted B. Reloading. Planet, my old friend.
Wait, just don't die, buy me time.
40 और 80 डाउन
Last player standing.
अरे टाइम खेल लो ना क्यों दे रहे हो
बोल रहा हूँ
ओपन
करो
ओपन
ही तो है भाई मेरे लिए रुको तो सही सारे मर गए पूरा सिटी से हेवन आ गया कोई सिटी आया नहीं तीनों वहीं थे यार
We're here because we're the best. Can I get a drop?
हो जाएगा रे गाइस राउंड हो जाएगा सेज तू पहले कैसे मर गया
नेड और उसका पुश
रुको ना एंट्री में और रेस दिलाएंगे ड्यूलिस्ट हम लोग
इनको करने देना एंट्री।
No
ये
charges
रेस ब्रीच 3 है भाई।
करो मैं वॉल के लिए गया था तुम लोग
Keep it cool.
वो एंट्री होने के बाद वॉल।
No charges left.
जज होगी
बड़े पे जज
Drop. Reloading. Placing alarm bot. Placing sentry.
राइट आ जाओ।
One enemy remaining.
Light planted.
रेस पीछे आ हील।
पीछे।
अरे नाइस।
They should stop playing checkers.
Gun here.
अभी डेथ का चेंज कर दिया ना, पहले बॉडी आती थी अब बॉडी नहीं आती।
किसमें?
कॉप्स अरे वालो।
अबे तूने बंद कर दिया है वो।
अच्छा हां कसम जनरल
लॉल
व्हाट द फक
ऑप्शन होता है वो बंद करने का।
माय बैड शो कॉप्स इज ऑफ है मेरे।
Forward.
फिर नेड आ सकता है और जज लेके हो गया।
हां ये वो सारा नेड के आए दिखाया। अच्छा तूने नेड के
नहीं अपने नेड
Alarm bot out.
ए पे ऑफ है।
Clearing out.
Reloading.
Reloading.
अरे वॉल क्यों नहीं किया भाई? तेरे एंट्री दिला दिया मैं पूरी।
I know exactly.
105. Wall raised. I had the
Spike down B.
एक तो जमानों बाद वॉल कर भाई।
दे मत कर
मरेगा।
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
नहीं।
ऊपर है
वहीं बैठा था।
भाई मार उसको ऑफ है उसपे।
रुक जा
ब्रो सेज
नीचे कूदा है।
Get out of my way. My ultimate is ready.
ओ भाई
जेट को तो ऑफ छोड़ देनी चाहिए।
सेज पागल हो गया भाई। सेज क्या
I know
खेला है?
what must be done.
ये नहीं खेला जेट आ गया।
हाँ भाई वो क्राउच भी नहीं किया था सेज, फिर भी नहीं मार पाया जेट। भाई तेज एंट्री दिलाओ ना तो वो कर देना।
हां माय बैड
वॉल कर देना।
मैं पीछे ही रह गया।
मैं मिड देखता है।
मेल्ट करता हूं
I have the spike. Alarm bot.
मेल्ट करता हूं रुक
Okay. Initiated.
चलो अल्ट काफी पीछे से आते हैं।
Reloading.
जरा रेव हो जा मारे रेव
Your duty is not over. My ultimate.
एक
143
Last player standing. Spike down B.
Enemy down.
भाई मेरे को
ब्रो सब गिर थे। इन्फो लेके रोटेट कर रहा है।
वही
I'm the last thing they'll see before they.
फेक करते हैं।
इन्फो लेके रोटेट।
रेज अल्ट करके आएगा अब। पीछे रह
पीछे रहो सब
पक्का आएगा भाई क्योंकि ए एक्सपेक्टेड है अपना और रेज अल्ट करते हैं।
सब ए पे क्यों जा रहे हो फिर? एक्सपेक्टेड है।
रुक जाओ ना।
Multiple enemies A.
कैंप कर सही पीछे आ जा।
रेज ए पे
आजा भी चलेंगे आजा
For you.
भी खाली
भी खाली लग रहा है। होगा नहीं।
नॉट सेंटी नहीं है।
बढ़िया
एक मिड है।
कंट्रोल ले मिड को छोड़ वॉल कर।
हां
Placing alarm bot. My ultimate is not ready.
भी खाली है।
Barrier created.
You should run.
ची 117 ची मैंने बहुत गंद भागा
Opponent killed.
अच्छा अच्छा अंदर चलो मैं
Player standing.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Target destroyed.
One enemy remaining.
अरे नाइस ट्राई ब्रो वो 117 थी यार मैं बहुत गंदा हक दिया केजे पे बहुत गंदा हक
केजे तो बहुत लो था
अरे मैं केजे
को भी 72 दे रखा था यार रीच कहाँ मर गया अल्ट करके
क्या पता
Look at me. I know that I am by your
मैं तो रेस को बजा रहा था उड़ते उड़ते
लग कर रहा हूँ मैं एक राउंड
fight. I have the spike.
I got enemies, eh?
दो ए पे रोटेट
रोटेट करो
रेस पूरा अंदर है
रेस तो इधर है भाई
अरे अपना रेस पूरा अंदर था यार एक और कीजिए चल जेट ए पीजे भी होगा
ये होगा केजे भी होगा आ जा ओपन प्लांट
Barrier grid. Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade. Can't use this yet. Light planted.
थोड़ा लेट करता
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Even with numbers, anything can still happen. Remember that.
I need a drop.
बाय नहीं है साधु पे
Need a drop. Thank you. Time to explode. Alarm bot out. Get out of my way.
Blinding.
Turret out.
एक लेफ्ट में ऊपर लेफ्ट 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 लेफ्ट
Still in sight.
ब्रीच लेफ्ट ब्रीच लेफ्ट
Still in sight. Spike carrier is dead.
Spike down A.
Reloading.
ऊपर स्पाइक डाउन है स्पाइक डाउन
Last player standing.
ब्रीच सर को बोल बोल के मैं थक गया लेफ्ट 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 चिल्ला रहा हूँ देख ही नहीं रहा
मार तो
One enemy remaining.
रेस स्पाइक है तेरे पे निकल जाएगा इधर से
रेना साइट अब लो है अच्छा नहीं
लेकिन तेरे ऊपर
गन
ओपन प्लांट कर
ऑपरेटर पे
नेड और उस पे खेल ले
क्या सिटी खेलेगा
शांत
बोलेगा
भाई मैंने क्या देखा है ये
क्या हवा
रेना भाई रेना थी
Okay, Raze, fine. Your tinkering may have made me.
Nice work.
यो का देख लियो
नाइस
As one.
बाय नहीं अभी भी
Alarm bot out. For you.
मिड से एक आधा पिक लेते हैं।
मेरे पास स्पाइक है, मारा तो
पिक्स के लिए खेलो ना रेना, रेना पुश मत कर, पिक्स के लिए।
Jet's grounded. My ultimate.
रैप कर ऊपर रेज आ रहा है।
भाई मैं तो अंधा कर दिया तूने 2 बार।
Spike down B.
स्पाइक ले ले ब्री, मर गया वो तो।
Got the spike.
KJ is a A player.
There.
B का गेम बना।
Trevor.
Satchel out.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. वो B player है।
30 seconds left.
ब्रो हर बार वो वेव नहीं होगा।
Planted. Reloading.
हेवन प्लेयर है, हेवन से आएगा मिड से। एक जना पैसिव खेल लो।
नाइस।
तो कितने प्रेडिक्टेबल है भाई ये बंदे।
Match point.
या तो एकदम जॉर्ड लॉबी लगेगी या तो एकदम टट्टी। भाई लेकिन ब्रीच थोड़े ब्लाइंड देख के कर, मार देता मैं वो
ब्रीच तुम्हें ब्रीच ज्यादा ओपी प्लेयर है, वो तुम्हें ट्रेड कर रहा है।
वेट कर रहा है, ट्रेड नहीं कर रहा है।
अरे नहीं 2 किल पे 1 किल ले रहा है।
रेस कार्ड आ रहा है, रेस कार्ड आ रहा है।
Reloading.
ए से रोटेशन आ गई, ए से रोटेशन आ गई।
मिड ऑफर केजे ऑफर है, देख के केजे ऑफर
ठीक है।
मैं आया नहीं हूँ, रहना तू अकेला है बी पे।
Placing sentry. Turrets destroyed. Enemy spotted A.
चल ये कंट्रोल लेते हैं, आजा।
There. Caution here. Enemy spotted B.
साइड कंट्रोल आ जाओ।
Healing. Reloading.
प्लांट कर, ओपन कर अपने लौंडे बहुत बाहर हैं।
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
वॉल कर रहा सिटी रो।
कर दे सिटी वॉल कर। रेड आएगा इधर।
Fire in the
You should run.
-70.
Player
भाग
standing.
दिया भाई। ओपन प्लांट है, ओपन कौन है? अच्छा ये भाई सी ही लगा दे भाई, अपना लग जाता है यहाँ से।
Prepare yourselves. We fight once again. Can someone get this? Can someone get
अरे वो
this?
मस्ती कर रहा था ब्रो।
क्या मस्ती कर रहा है भाई, आ गए हम अभी वाली हम।
रेज ओलिन दे।
ब्रीच ने दिल पे ले लिया, तुम्हें क्या कर सकते।
Can someone get this?
रेज गन दे चल।
Placing alarm bot.
तो भी गन दे, गन तो दे। लास्ट राउंड
लेके लेते हैं भी आओ। करो थोड़ा सा।
Initiated. Cutting the vision. Barrier here we go. Enemy spotted B.
भाई मार दी।
Spike down B.
प्लांट करो। सिटी से आ रहा, सिटी से मरेगा सिटी। अल्ट है।
One enemy remaining.
हेवन नहीं खड़ा।
Blinding. Flash out.
GG's.
Nice.
Attackers win.
I... $67 more to go.
Match found.
ये जाते इंस्टा लॉकर.
Select your agent.
Sage, you lock them down, and I'll take them out. Just like we practiced.
Toxins going up.
आजा बेटा 5 पे आजा.
Toxin screen down.
Enemy spotted.
Not recharged yet.
For you.
Spike planted. Last
Hey, Jay.
player standing.
Got him.
Deep breaths, everyone. Your hearts are pounding.
Eat your own heart out, Reyna. Toxins going up.
रिजेक्ट क्यों पुश करना है? तेरे को बैकस्टैप क्यों करना है? केजे है वहाँ पे, अलार्म बट चपकेगा वहाँ पे. होल्ड ऑन.
Toxin screen.
Grenade! Multiple enemies. Enemy spotted.
Last player standing.
Oh yeah,
Paint? Check. Charges? Check. Brakes? Nowhere in sight.
Yahara, then it's a goodbye.
I want to see you crawl.
ये जीता तो फिर कंटिन्यू.
Need help. Toxins going up.
Base pizza. Hold on.
Toxin screen down. Enemy spotted A.
The hunt begins.
Reloading.
Spike planted.
Unavoidable. Blocking sight. For you. Blocking sight.
Last player standing.
Return to dust. No charges left.
One enemy remaining.
Oh yeah, Jet. I can't wait for you to run circles around them.
We'll bring it back.
Party's over.
Toxins going up. Here.
को बेट ही कर लो.
3. Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing.
They want to dance? I'll lead.
Choke them.
Multiple enemies A.
You should run. Spike planted.
Grenade! Reloading.
Enemy spotted A.
Enemy spotted
Here.
A.
Last player standing.
Wall raised.
Wait. अब आओ.
Even with numbers, anything can still happen. Remember that.
कम अब हो जाएगा. कम से. एक कोई भी आओ.
Enemy spotted.
They're dead. My ultimate is ready.
Multiple enemies A.
Spike planted.
Oops.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Aw, at least they tried. This is nothing. We're gonna win. No other option. Let's go.
Can I get a drop?
Ulting है. Care भी.
Thanks.
One guy play with me.
Fight.
Don't get in my way.
Yikes.
अब आ जाओ बोल के.
किचन.
Eliminate.
अरे.
Last player standing.
130 किचन.
अरे कितना जल्दी डोलिश ब्लॉक किया था.
What will it be this time? Have any patterns emerged yet?
इतना जल्दी थोड़ा बहुत मार भी लो, खाता खोल लो उतना जल्दी.
लेंगे है यार अभी टाइम. अन्य में चौथा बंदा था लॉक करने वाला पहली बात. देख लिया करो यार.
तुम रेस लॉक के इसके लिए दो लिस्ट पे ही लॉक चल जाएगी इसकी. कोई बताओ. केजे लॉक कर लेते हैं।
Enemy spotted.
Watching here.
और सेज ट्यूब्स वॉल कर दे एटलीस्ट, तो मेरे को कुछ अगर मैं मिड देखूं तो तकलीफ ना हो।
Enemy spotted me.
नाइस।
Here comes the party.
Still inside. One enemy remaining.
मेरे बोलने की तैयारी थी क्या? तो पहले बोल था।
Reloading.
कॉल पे हो यार, कॉल।
Their lives are so meaningless.
Might as well give them to me.
Barrier created.
Rotating. Going A. Need help.
Toxins going
Fire in the hole!
Satchel up. Enemy spotted A. Toxin screen down.
Reloading.
झील दे से।
I need healing.
Not recharged yet. Not recharged. Toxins going up.
Spike down A.
Spike spotted A.
One enemy remaining.
वहीं पे।
Toxin screen
ये
down.
देखो रब, देखो रब।
Ace.
नाइस।
Poor things.
No one beats my firepower. I got this.
Need a drop.
Your request.
Need a drop. Thank you.
Be quiet.
Barrier created.
Help.
Going A.
Yeah, B.
Going A. Going B.
Landing.
Spike planted.
Opponent killed.
Enemy spotted B.
Stay inside.
You should run.
Enemy down.
Current division.
One enemy remaining.
लॉल। रीटेक छोड़ो, मैं तो वहाँ कोने में ऐसा पोजीशन ढूंढ लिया कि गोली ना। पांचों मैं उनके सामने डिफ्यूज कर रहा हूँ।
हाँ भाई, नाइस गेम मोड।
Wall raised.
Warning up.
Toxins going up.
Multiple enemies A.
Toxin screen down.
Bomb buddy out.
Reloading. Enemy spotted A. Enemy spotted A.
Toxins going up.
Impressive.
They will cover.
There.
Enemy spotted A.
Your future is
Toxin
locked.
screen down.
I've got your trail.
Parasite.
120 ohm.
One enemy remaining.
Omen 121.
There.
बुढ़ा ऊपर।
Gun here.
Last round in the half.
Spend those creds before we lose them.
Get second gun buy करो.
What do you need? Need a drop. Need a drop. Thanks. Let's start this party.
I'm watching here.
Enemy spotted A.
See you.
भाई तो मत कर ले.
Toxins going up.
Spike planted.
ऊपर.
Toxin screen down.
Last player standing.
लगा टूट गया.
भाई तुम. Come on, you have this thing. Come back.
Switching sides.
I'll choke their sight.
Don't wait for the world to call you OG.
अरे it's okay good.
Valentine's Day do.
हाँ भाई.
Together. Grenade.
Very realistic.
Here. Here. Impressive.
किचन पे.
एक मिनट. नहीं हो रहा है अच्छा अपना.
Enemy spotted B.
नहीं लोअर लिस्ट को दिखा दे.
Spectra.
I got the spike.
Reloading. Enemy spotted B.
Last player standing.
The symphony of death. Don't worry, you get
Used to it. Saving. I get what I want.
वाइपर आ जाओ.
आगे क्या करूँ?
Careful here.
Toxins going up.
Reloading.
Shotgun 122.
Enemy spotted A. One dead.
Take the gun, take the other gun, Rush.
Toxin screen down.
लेफ्ट में बैठा है यार वाला.
One enemy remaining.
Screens.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
ऐसा.
They will die. Hopeless and afraid.
Careful. On my way.
खा लिया बस.
Careful. On my way. This is gonna be fun.
हाँ पानी बोतल लेने गया.
Careful here.
I have the spike.
ब्रेक है मैच में इसके लिए एक ही मैच.
Impressive.
Reloading. Ooh, reloading.
Enemy spotted A.
Spike down B.
Raise 80.
One enemy remaining.
Plant this
Race
spike.
it to the spike sites.
I'll take everything from them.
नहीं भाई
Fire in the hole!
अल्ट जाने दे इसका
Need healing.
अभी पुश देखा है यार
Enemy spotted A. Can't use this yet.
देख के इग्नोर किया
I have the spike.
आगे पीछे
He's left side.
Last player standing.
Backstab, दोनों backstab.
दोनों बैकस्टैब
Thrifty.
Wow.
Thrifty.
अरे तेरे को खेलना आता है नहीं बोलना है
Time to stock back up. Time to stock back up.
मुझे बोलना क्यों है मुझे बस बताओ बोलना क्यों है मुझे
Anyone have funds to spare?
तो बोलना इधर बैकस्tab आ रहा है ना स्नाइपर उधर से मार रहा है ना बोलना उसको
रना स्पेक्टर स्पेक्टर
Reloading.
Breathe. Thank you.
Here. Grenade.
I have the spike. Enemy spotted B.
Toxins going up.
Pathetic.
I need heal switch
बैकस्टैब आ
For you.
फिर मर
Spike
गया
dropped. I
All
have
down
the
हो गया
spike.
Toxin screen down.
120 backstab race plant करो
टेक द प्लांट टेक द स्पाइक
भाई backstab race आ
One
रहा
enemy
है
remaining.
हां
I have the spike.
Spike planted. My
Toxins
टेक
going up.
बैकस्टैब
कैरिंग बैकस्टैब नहीं है पीछे
there. Enemy spotted B.
Wall down.
Here.
Toxin screen down.
Enemy spotted B. Reloading.
एक मिनट
Done it.
किल तो चाहिए हमको
My city needs me. I can't be away for long.
Send this quickly. Need a drop.
Yes, bye. You know.
Thank you.
Here.
ये आ जाओ
Enemy spotted. Grenade! Here.
बिना आया उधर
Reloading. Enemy spotted B.
ये रेस और वाइपर एक साथ मरने वाले।
You fought well.
सेज पीछे।
You should run. Pathetic.
Still in sight.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Very worth the effort.
I'm amped. Let's go. I got things to do.
ये ना हैंडल
रिक्वेस्ट
नहीं यू रिक्वेस्ट आई विल बाय
Need a drop. Fulfill our mission.
स्पाइक दे दे वाइपर आजा वाइपर
आके क्या करूं
Enemy spotted mid.
वाइपर स्मोक ब्रो।
स्टैब भी देखूं
सेज हील दे।
Spike carriers down.
Spike down A.
The hunt begins.
Grenade!
इधर एक
There.
मुझसे अच्छा खेलता है भाई
कहाँ देख रहे रेस पहले वो बोल।
Go get him.
One enemy remaining.
सीधा प्लांट करो ओपन प्लांट।
Still in sight.
क्या
30
ऑपरेटर
seconds left.
Cutting their vision.
ऊपर है रास्ता
Still here, amigo.
I know what must be done.
Anyone have funds to spare? Thank you.
Someone get this?
My ultimate isn't ready.
There.
Toxins going up.
स्पाइक
Enemy spotted. I have the spike.
Toxin screen down.
वाइपर
पीछे आ
साइड
जाओ
पर
मिड पीछे आ जाओ मिड मत पुश कर
चीज रुक रहा है। बैक स्टैब आ रहा है पहले उसको मारते। ठीक से नहीं होता। What the fuck?
क्या होता fuck
Can I get a rev in tubes?
ट्यूब नहीं जा सकता
इसी को दे दो जेट इसी को दे दो।
Duty is not over.
एक मिड पुश मोस्टली एक मिड पुश आवाज आई है
साइड ऑफ
रोटेट कर सकते
टाइम नहीं आ सकता।
भी चलते रोटेट
हाँ रोटेट कर लो
आ जाओ लेना
मैं वॉल अप कर रहा
Toxins
चेक
going
करो
up.
वहीं पर ऑफ डाल
I've got your trail.
My ultimate is ready.
सेज
Spike down B. 30 seconds left.
ऑफ डाल
Screen down.
Last player standing. Flawless.
ये ऑफ किसने दिया ब्रो उसको?
अपना रेस
The enemy only looks composed.
लाइक पागल है क्या? नहीं नहीं एंट्री नहीं दे सकता मतलब क्यों ले ला ब्रो? कंटेंट बना अरे तुम मतलब अनरेटेड खेल। तुम ऐसे बोल रहे हो जैसे कि मैं घुस के मार रहा हूँ, मतलब ऑफ दिया, हाँ भाई ले लो, मर गया। हाँ, तो हर बार तू ही मिट जा रहा है मतलब। लास्ट टाइम तो मिड ही मारा था मैंने तो।
अरे चल सुबह सुबह मत लड़ो यार।
भाई इतना सुबह लड़ने की हिम्मत है।
मिड मत जा यार।
I have the spike.
नाइफ निकाल ले।
Enemy spotted A.
जेट नाइफ निकाल ले अपनी।
से झील दे
Reloading.
जा जा
भाई, शॉटगन है। क्या कर रहा है जेट? और एक्सडी भाई, ऑफ रो जेट क्या भाई?
Last player standing.
शॉटगन, एक शॉटगन लो, रश
Just
करो,
let them
आई टेक
try
शॉट।
to catch me.
ये रश करो, आई टेक शॉट। आओ नहीं, easy, it will be easy comparatively.
Reloading.
डिसाइड करोगे या बी? काम करो, ये फेक करते हैं, बी करो, बी प्लान करो, बी प्लान करो। हाँ, ये फेक कर लेते हैं। पेपर वी नीड योर वॉल, फेक यूज मत कर।
जेट वेट डोंट पुश।
माइक 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 खत्म। अच्छा ये आओ यार, ये बी
इधर जा गए इनसाइड।
Toxins going up.
आराम आराम कवर।
हाथ डाल ले, हाथ डाल ले।
केजे का मार, केजे का मार।
Reloading. Toxin screen down.
थोड़ा रुको, क्या हो जाएगा? थोड़ा रुको, एक हो जाएगा। रेस इधर एक है, केजे। हाँ यही पीछे प्लान की जगह पे ही खड़ा है, प्लान की जगह पे ही खड़ा है।
Toxins going up. Poison orb emitting.
Cutting their vision.
Toxin screen.
30 seconds left.
Walk.
Last player standing.
भाई क्या कर रहे हो?
Match point.
We're here because we're the best.
Don't any of you forget that.
एक तरफ रहो, दो जाओगे तो यही होगा, दो तरफ फंस जाओ।
Here.
I'll use shotgun A and बाकी आ जाओ।
There.
Kill them.
ये इजी पड़ेगा।
Spikes here.
क्या ये पड़ेगा? बिना इनिशिएट के डॉलिश में भी एंट्री नहीं होगी।
ऑपरेटर
Toxins going up.
Spotted A.
व्हाट?
Goodbye.
अल्ट कर रहा था। शॉटगन ऊपर छोड़ रहा है।
बैक टैप आ गए।
एक बैक से
और ये क्या है?
Last player standing.
100
Spike down A.
भाई 3 डॉलिश में भी एंट्री नहीं हुआ पूरे को।
Defenders win.
हाँ ब्रो, वो दिख रहा है, कंट्रोलर डिफ दिख रहा है।
Was expected. चलो गाइस, बाय बाय, टेक केयर। 6 बज गए।